what is something that happened that was fun the last time you played D&D? Could be something another player did. And what's something that happened fun within the last week? Julieta, will you start us off?
Yes. Well, the last time I played D&D, several times merged together suddenly. But last Saturday, I think it was, my husband on our 12th anniversary, we ran off and went and saw Beau is Afraid.
Oh,
Did you like it?
I fucking loved it.
Okay, cool.
It is the greatest movie I've seen in a long time.
Oh, really?
It is so fucking. It made me so happy.
Whoa.
It made me so happy.
It's the new Ari Aster movie.
And the people
Like
next to me
Phoenix.
were so confused and so mad, and they were like, "I feel like I just got pranked. What the fuck was that?"
It's
And
like-
I was
for
just
everyone.
like, "This is a fucking mess."
Yeah.
It's a Charlie Kaufman movie.
It's like a Charlie Kaufman.
It's a new guy.
It's like Schenectady, New York, but about mommy trauma, and it's like a 3-hour hysterical anxiety attack.
I'm gonna
It's so
see that
good.
shit.
It was so good.
See it hard.
Yeah, I fucking loved it. And that was it. And that was what happened and something fun that I did this week. Is there anything else? That was
good.
Great. Muy bien.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
What's your husband's name? It's
Michael.
Michael. Was it his first time playing, or he's playing?
Yeah, that was his first time.
We
Oh,
call him
cool.
Feldman since everyone's named Michael and
Yeah.
everyone's named David.
He did
Yeah.
great, though.
He did great, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the
My
first
brother
time
and
he did
father,
great. He did great.
respectively.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time trying to break a music box.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was very
But
committed.
he did it.
As
But he
one
did
needs
it.
to do.
And
Yeah.
well, that's also
Melting
like
fire on it.
that was him like immediately understanding the vibe of D&D. Like, it wasn't like how can I get a high score? It's like I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna do something that I know the DM is not anticipating, and I'm gonna do like something whatever I want. I'm gonna do whatever I
Yes.
want.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of D&D, and I'm kind of scared that I scared our DM away with that.
Oh.
The Tuesday night DM.
Oh, really?
I haven't heard from him since that night.
Oh, no.
Something crazy
Yeah.
happened.
What
I guess
happened?
I'm gonna just take my turn now. So the last time I played D&D, we were playing on Tuesday night, every other Tuesday night, which is Julie and I and a couple others, and the DM had this really mysterious monster. We didn't know what it was. We were researching it for a whole session, and then the second session we confronted the monster, and it was swooping really quickly so you couldn't see it, and it was attacking people's caravans and stuff. And there's this cleric that's in the party, and he's a 60-year-old retired firefighter, and he looks like he wants to play football, and he's playing a Radiance cleric, and he's just standing in the road trying to get hit, and he's shooting bolts of Radiance at this thing and missing it, guiding bolt, and so I just ready the action to cast Tasha's on it. You guys remember the session where you shut down my strong
yes.
wizard, and I was just like, duh, oh well. Let's all beat up on ourselves. So this creature is flying through the sky, terrorizing everybody, and I just cast Tasha's on it.
Watch out your food or whatever.
Oh, well, it's trash.
Oh,
You can
okay.
eat it. It's very cute. So the creature is
kind of
flying
bird is
through the sky, and I cast
California
Tasha's on
script,
it, and it just plummets out of the sky and lands in the ground in the middle of the thing. And then every time it tries to make a wisdom save, I cast silvery barbs on it.
Nice.
So it's a manticore,
Oh,
and it's rolling around on the ground.
that, right?
He said, laughing like a gorilla.
What's that?
we fought a
like-
manticore.
Chimera.
Oh.
And we killed it pretty quickly. And
And you could tell that was not the plan.
Yeah. I tied it up while I was laughing so that when it came to, it was just flopping around. And the DM was like, well, I guess I'll leave my battle map in the car. I guess I'll use it for something else.
Yep.
Sweet baby.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's how D&D crumbles, man.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard from him since then. My fucking power gaming has ruined another session.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
I think his intention was that it was gonna fly away, and we were supposed to follow it somewhere. And I heard him say something like, "There was
All of a
obviously
sudden, there's
a
another
whole
one
other
that comes
thing
in.
that was supposed to happen." And it was just like,
And that's a
I would
very
just
high
make another
wisdom.
one.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Really
Like,
smart.
you killed
can
its
tell 'cause you have
mate.
glasses.
Yes.
Yep.
That was just a baby.
You gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
Which is
It was like, man.
which is tough. It's tough. So I understand that. I'm DMing on Thursday night for some people that are playing this campaign and that you guys are in. and you know that when you go to the prince's room, you follow some shit out to the woods, and there's a bear attack. Well, they were like, oh, these horse paintings. The prince must be really into battle. Let's go to the Colosseum. And they went to the Colosseum. And I'm like, how can I keep this going? So I had the bear attack happen in the Colosseum.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with it. And I don't know what happened this week. We had Mother's Day weekend. It was really good, and I've been talking too much. So we're recording Seinfeld this week, and I'm like, I stayed up till 4:30 a.m. last night writing the script because I have to get the script done before we record Wednesday. Life is good. Okay, back to you.
First of all, David, I think we have the same glasses.
Oh.
Warby Parker?
No.
Oh, then never mind.
No,
I forget the
Super
brand.
fancy.
I forget the brand, but they're
Okay.
coming optometrists.
Anyway,
Not
okay.
They look very good on you.
So, thanks. I played Mage yesterday, and that was very fun. It was our penultimate session before the end of this particular story arc. So, high stakes, NPC death, like, skin of our teeth, blah, blah, blah. So, that was really great. And
Did
then,
you hear Aaron just go, ooh?
Somebody went,
funny.
I don't know where
Yeah.
it was.
I'm a really good storyteller. And then something good was I saw 6 at the Pantages, and that was very fun. It's
The wives.
huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the 6 Wives of Henry VIII,
Oh.
but it's like an 80-minute like pop concert,
Oh my god.
Oh.
and it's just the 6 of them and a backing band that's all women.
Oh my god, I haven't
Nice.
seen it. Is it
It's
still
really
going
cool.
on, or was it like
Yeah,
really-
no, it's still going. I'm going again.
That's awesome.
Nice.
But yeah.
Very cool.
I'm gonna see Transparent.
Oh, yeah.
actually,
Uh-huh.
with my clients in it.
Is that the is it at the Amundsen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Center Theater Group. Does that have an M in the first name of Amundsen? I don't know. It's in a
Amundsen.
big ass theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I remember being an octopus and like you doing like epic stuff, but not succeeding, which was fun. I remember you like blasting the hell out of it. We did a D&D session with your husband, but I don't remember that.
The
I remember
battle
the
with
music
20 fairies.
books. Oh yeah. It was like super long. I was like, wait, how is he gonna do this? And,
There
then,
was so
and
many.
then this? I was like, what?
Yeah.
There was a giant spider.
Yeah, then there's a giant spider, and now we gotta do 3 quests, and we have like 2 hours left. I was like,
Red
oh wow,
caps.
we're gonna do quests really fast. That was fun. And then you're like, you like didn't have us really fight the red caps. We just like scared the
Thank
red
God.
caps, which was cool. Yeah,
Yeah, you don't need to fight more red caps.
yeah.
You already fought a bunch of red caps.
And then them just like being like, hey, come over here, and come over here, and then the tentacles grabbing.
Sit in the
guy.
green
Yeah,
chair.
you get next to this chair over here. That was fun.
That was the biggest combat I've run with 20 enemies.
That was a
attacking
ridiculous
fire.
amount of
That was
enemies.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
20?
random
Literally?
other things happening. Too.
Yeah, and terrain like tentacles coming out of chairs and a pig monster eating people. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool.
Don't mess with the Fae.
Yeah, exactly. And then I did like 3. I guess it's Asian month, so I did like 3. I went to 3 Asian parties on Friday.
Which one was the best one?
To be honest, the Asian American Studies was because it had like a massive amount of food and spread.
Okay.
Of everything, of like Jollibees to Japchae to like sushi and like everything.
Yes, please.
So that was super cool. And then the one for the Asian Film Festival actually didn't have any Asian food. I was lied to.
What?
So it was like was it crudité?
Yeah, crudité.
Yeah, and that and like the meat platter stuff. I
Yeah,
forgot what that's called.
charcuterie.
Actually, Dr. Oz, we just call it a veggie tray.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, same.
Here in Pennsylvania. like,
Okay. Yeah.
Veggie tray.
Veggie tray and
Crudite.
and that, and then somebody told me that they were gonna bring dim sum to it, so I stayed,
Yeah.
and they didn't.
Oh.
Liars! All right.
What a roller coaster.
I know.
Culinary roller coaster.
So, yes, so last time I played D&D was Jake's one-shot Feywild adventure. First of all, it was great meeting and playing with your husband. What a great couple you are.
Yeah.
What a great couple you were, seriously, after 12 years. I mean, who knows, look, who knows what you go home and you bite each other's heads off, but it seems like, you know, it seems like you found a great match for you. And that was wonderful. And then,
you know, he made a musical instrument for the session, but forgot to take it out of his bag.
Oh, what?
Well, no, he had it in his bag, but what he did, he had dice, and then he put the reed for the instrument in the dice, and then he forgot his dice at home.
He didn't bring the reed.
He had the instrument, but it had no reed.
what was it? Was it like a
Like a clarinet or
It's like
something.
a sharu.
It's called a sharu, but
Kichava?
he combined his mouthpiece from a bassoon to a wooden flute, and then bound it together.
So
it's
like
actually
the
playable.
thing they play over Muay Thai fights.
Yeah, maybe.
You must. You know,
I don't know
yeah,
anything about
they have, when in Muay Thai fights, in professional Muay Thai fights,
They play music?
they have 3 percussionists and
Wow.
an oboe player, and the musicians follow the fight.
That
so
is
when the fight
insane.
picks
Oh,
up,
that's so cool.
the guy starts fucking going off, and then the fighters get more energized, and they're all like, boom,
my
boom, blah, blah, blah,
God.
and then like,
Awesome.
yeah,
That's
it's
That's
awesome.
insane.
It's called a pijawa, or a Javanese
Wow.
oboe that they play.
So when people lose, are they like, it was the musician's fault?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have a
They were all
trombone for like
correct.
wah wah wah? You know?
Yeah, what if
Wow.
they're like on one side and the other? So like, as one person's fighting better, they play better music, and then the other person starts
they
they
start to
start
suck.
slowing the
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
in the
football.
part where there was like a part where we were resting when we took like a short rest, and I almost was gonna say something to him in character about like his instrument, but then I didn't know if he wasn't taking it out like personally. I didn't want to like put him on the spot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's like a real life bard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
doing inspiration. Anyways, but last time, another thing that I really enjoyed about the session is Jake got a chance, like, when we were in the fairy forest, like, I was, like, thinking to myself, when this party was there, I was like, Jake is really digging the Fae wild. Jake is, like, Fae crazy. And, like, and then
Fazy.
this was a chance to, like, you know, this was, like, we were in, like, a Fae-affected portion of the real world, and this was, like, the full Grand Guignol, like, Feywild, with, like, tons of crafty fairy characters and red caps of different characters. It was great. It was really fantastic, truly fantastical D&D. And then in real life, you know, I have a reading coming up. I got to do a reading on Thursday. And I hate doing them, and I'm always nervous about them. And so, but I've been thinking, like, I, you know, have worked on improving my performative
Yeah.
skills
That's
True.
right.
Yeah.
at the D&D table. So I'm
Yeah.
going to try to bring the same, like,
Sir Chesley
That's
into
great.
the
get,
mix,
get a
or
little,
Yeah.
like,
Lord
larger.
Hawkins,
Yeah.
which one
Are you gonna read something sexual in the tone of blasting ice cones at people?
It's going to
Yes.
be, it's going to be it is going to be like the blasting ice cones, where it's like build and build and build and build. Like, here's my problem, right? Prose readings, when you go to them, are the worst, like literally the worst art form ever. When you sit and read a book in your yard, like, nothing needs to be improved. That's the way that, like, fiction should be enjoyed. But people like these things. I've decided to say yes to shit and just fucking stop. You know, I'm gonna stop being a curmudgeon about shit. So I'm gonna do it, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to apply my newfound oratory skills to make the reading interesting.
All right, Zafty.
I just absolutely loved what we did last time, and I loved what both of you guys did. That kind of during the final combat, that kind of comically took both of you out of commission, and it was wonderful. And what I loved about it both was what you were doing and how amazing it was, and what a story was. And then I just also loved that when our 2 tanks were down, the rest of us were able to still, still bring it to the creature. So that was a lot of fun. I went to a hike yesterday with my wife and kids and our dog, because it was like an early Mother's Day thing, and that was really beautiful. And Tears of the Kingdom came out on Friday, and my
Yes.
son is like so thrilled, and I've been kind of watching, and I played a little, and it's wonderful.
I've heard. I mean, my brother's been playing it all weekend, and Breath of the Wild, but better.
It's
Basically,
yeah,
it's
I read this. There's
It's
this
a new
one thing.
Legend Zelda.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
the new-
sequel game, so it's like directly, but
The whole
I guess
world is freaking
better.
out.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, and it's very poetic and beautiful.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
cool.
But what I heard is that you can fuse weapons together. So you like find a soda can and then a hand sanitizer, and then you like go like this, and then you have the weapon that's both of them, and it has different stats, and you can like
That's
make
cool
a
stuff.
vehicle out of shit. Like you stick a fan on a log, and then you have a surf boat.
There's all those cool
Whoa.
mechanics, but I have to say, like the opening, when you get to one part of the opening, there's a whole intro thing with Zelda, but then there's this one part where you end up, you're way high up on an island up in the sky, and you, at one part, after you go through all this stuff, you like jump and fly back down to Hyrule, and it's just, I'm sorry, it's just
That's not much of a
breathtakingly
spoiler.
beautiful.
It's full of islands.
And one
Sky.
one reviewer was saying how when that happened, she just burst into tears, and I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
actually, I can kind of understand that. It's just so breathtaking.
And that franchise means a lot to people.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Wait,
It's
is it
like
an MMO?
No.
No.
One. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So it's
Single player.
it's
Open
yeah.
world
Oh, that's
exploration.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Back to
Right.
Cappyrnia Toth.
So we left off on this boat. Last time we played, there was Una's drunken wander to the docks at night, where people saved her, and then she barfed big, and all of a sudden she was a little soberer. And you guys went to bed, went down to the docks. Homeboy Adan, the blind tabaxi boat person, put you on the boat, started going across the water, and something came out of the fog as you drifted through the thick fog on your very clean waxed wooden boat, long, good size for 20 people, let's say, a long boat with a roofed area in the middle, just slowly passing through the fog over Lake Kappa, thick fog, and then this creature came out of it, out of the fog, a spirit of sorts, lavender, breathing blue, spitting blue onto you, attacking you. You had a big knockdown, drag out. A couple of the onlookers got killed. And you defeated the thing, and you're on this boat. Did you guys take a short rest at the end of the game last time? Or?
No, but I'd like to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So you guys are on this boat. You just defeated this spirit. You're standing there. You hear whimpers and cries from a couple of the wounded randos, and there you are.
Well, Daphne's gonna make herself busy doing that because still coming down from that like thing with the terrible voices. So being proactive, going to go suture and stuff.
Who's wounded? I'm forgetting how we left it. Yeah? Like,
I think we
Oh, I
came
think
out
he's
pretty
just talking
good.
about
We
randos.
had some good.
Yeah.
I know we had some good berries, and
Yeah.
I gave one to Hans, which I believe got him all tapped up. Was one of the last things that happened, and I
did everybody get
was
their...
fine myself.
Are people needing healing?
Yeah, good
How
to
long,
take a
Gus?
rest.
before
Are
we
any of the
turn to the
yeah
others?
before we help
You,
you?
are you injured?
I lost 8.
Do you need...
I was.
have 8 good berries.
Well, I have.
Oh,
I
you're
have
good.
two berries, but I was gonna take a
Oh, yeah,
short rest unless.
I think soon we'll be at... I mean, I know we just
Oh
went
yeah,
through
how
this.
far away are we from the?
From the tower, the island.
It's really hard to tell with all the fog around you. Maybe you could try a survival roll, or
How long was the trip supposed to take?
Do we know? Yeah.
maybe a couple hours.
Oh.
You could ask somebody.
And
You could ask somebody who looks like they go here frequently. They
Nah,
go to-
Hanson's not gonna ask people.
did the entity's body fall into the water?
16 to see if he knows.
It dissipated. You feel like you got an hour and 15 minutes left of riding.
All right, well he's gonna start taking a short rest by himself. Unless someone else wants.
Yeah, so if nobody else is it.
Hans will quickly look around to see if there's any immediate things he can do, including with his fragile amulet of healing word, if anyone needs any help. Otherwise, he's taking a short rest.
You see this older lady who appears to have injured her leg. She's sort of whining and leaning over near near one of the railings.
Madam, you're hurt?
Uh,
You're in need of healing?
oh, my leg! I tried to run away from the creature. I was gonna go for Spanish. It came out Irish. I tried to run away from this creature. My leg.
Well, fiddle-dee-dee, ma'am. I'll be happy to heal you.
We could use good berries
That's true. If we have extra good berries.
rather than a spell. I have 8. Or no, I have 12.
I have 12 too. I'll
My
throw in
friends
some
will be
now.
happy to.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
Eat
going to
this.
reach out my hands as though to heal her, and then... Oh, wait a minute, actually. I'm saving that charge. Sorry, ma'am. I'm going to take a short rest.
Oh, ow.
Please don't disturb me. Please. Please. I'm
Daphne,
resting.
should one of us
Support.
give her some healing berries?
Yeah,
Magical healing berries?
yes, yes. And I think, she'll do that quickly, but wants to, not be interacting with people, so is going to go,
I have
Daphne's
hurt
our-
myself. I have hurt myself. I am old and I have hurt myself.
Worry not. You're in the company of a renowned and
I'll do-
tremendous healer.
Oh, wow.
My
Um,
grandson, have you seen him?
Who,
Has visto mi
Are you speaking?
désolé, je ne parle pas Spanish.
Oh, lo siento.
Especially non-Tian. What does your grandson look like? Was he on the boat?
Ah, sí. Su nombre es Paco.
Paco.
Well, if I see Paco, I will tell him that you are looking for him.
What does he look like? What does Paco look like?
He is a little boy, pequeño.
Pequeño niño.
Sí, and he has brown hair. It sticks up,
Oh,
you know?
how old is he?
It sticks up like this.
Ah, yes, like
Yes.
this.
Yes, he is
That's the fashion these days. I
12
hear.
years old.
We shall.
My little Paco. Oh, will someone heal my leg?
Yeah. She'll, because we're about to do a short rest, she's going to do a quick stitch job, I think, just for
Oh,
flavor, so it's real.
I think I can walk again. I will look for Paco. And she limps heavily over the. You see a little blood dripping behind her. She's not gonna die.
Did you not give her any berries?
I did a thing that I do instead. As
Oh,
I'm
that's a healing
it's like
thing.
a combat
That's
medic
so cool.
thing. Yeah.
Look, Daphne,
like a regular Florence
Daphne's
thing.
Daphne, man.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. I just heard about the
She's
blood
not
dripping.
some radiance cleric. Come on.
Nope.
So yeah, the woman limps off. Paco, Paco.
Do we think Paco maybe got eaten?
I don't remember,
Well, somebody jumped overboard.
but it wasn't a child. I don't.
No, I
think.
don't think so. Most of the children went inside, I think.
Una's just bragging to people about this super awesome move she thought she did.
This
up on the
clothes.
roof. Like it turned the whole fight around. It's radical.
Are you bragging to the group or to Rando?
Like rando individuals.
Okay.
That's so
Interesting.
awesome.
The person you're talking to sort of turns around and it's Khaki, the kobold bard that you were talking to earlier, and he's like, I'm shaken to my core. Oh.
I know, man. Battle's not for everybody, but it's for me.
Especially on a boat, right, Una?
Yeah, man.
When
Right
it's
at
on a
home.
boat,
Right
yeah.
at home.
I could tell.
I'd like to write a song about this, but I'm just too scared. One day. And he plucks a note and then he just starts crying.
Oh.
But yes, thank you for saving us. Oh, you were very powerful.
Yep.
So
you
we're
guys are short resting?
Yeah.
You guys take a short rest.
do people need a song of rest, or do people have enough hip?
Great.
Would anybody
I'm good.
benefit by some spoken oratory about what we just went through?
Always.
You didn't
No,
get
I'm
hurt,
fine
right?
now.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
The talking version of Song of Rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the St. Crispin's Day speech.
Yes.
We few, we marry few.
Let's hear it.
We brand of brothers.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to leave this boat, let them.
Yes.
For someday our grandchildren shall regale in tales of our victory. and
Some of
courage.
the
No, we're all crying havoc.
Some of the randos are they look uplifted and they walk towards you, and you see Nona, who that was the name of the Spanish woman, putting her hands towards you. And she's oh,
I
thank
take
you
your hand. Yes.
por la esperanza. And you see
Nada.
a little boy like peek out of the thing, the enclosed area in the middle of the boat.
Nana, is
Peek
that
out of the door.
is Paco? Is that Paco?
Oh yes, I found him. Yes,
Excellent.
he was inside. And Paco is like, sí, está aquí, estoy muy bien.
Excellent.
You're doing arcane recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody all rested up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I got? Nothing on a short rest. Okay.
You have your song of rest. You benefit from your song of rest as well.
I did not take damage.
At higher levels, you get your stuff back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a cape.
I don't know that yet.
At higher levels, you get a cape. So, is anybody, during a short rest, you can do little things. Are you doing anything during the hour before the short rest passes?
I mean,
I think, for Daphne, it's just, montage of mundane triage, I think,
Yeah, she's taking her
Boo
mind
boos.
off of
Yeah.
the horrible
Busy
whispers
hands.
do we
about her past.
want to take a moment to role play a little about what just happened and what we'll do at the
Yes.
tower?
Do you think this was this? This couldn't be the dragon.
They said the people in the forest said it flew over them.
Yes,
This
but
didn't
it's the
seem
same
like that.
colors. It has the man in the forest spoke of lavender and turquoise. And
Those
those
are-
are lavender being unusual colors.
Those are nefarious
For a
colors.
fly.
But those
creature.
are those not your house?
Teal is my house
That's
color.
right. That's right.
Oh,
Lavender.
right.
Yes.
Oh.
So different.
I
My
don't-
mistake.
Yes. Please.
Yes, like blue, teal.
You jest, but I've been yelled at for my interior decorating in my chambers as a youth. Teal only.
Not aquamarine.
Not
Not
aquamarine.
lavender.
Yes.
No.
Not turquoise.
Periwinkle.
Well, one thing I wonder is when we get there, who we will have to report this and see if anybody can tell us what they think this might have been.
I wonder if Antrance might know. He's a studious lad, and he's an educated boy, and perhaps he'll have some insight. It could be that he could help us get to the bottom of what's going on in this town.
Did any of you know what this was that attacked us?
Do I know? Do I have any idea what it might have been? I think I probably
Yeah,
failed an
did any of
Arcana
us
check
know?
last session, and that's why I still don't know. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it, but
Well, if that's the case,
I-
you can roll Arcana now that you've had the
Yeah.
whole encounter, seen all of its behaviors, and now you're trying to compare it to what you've read and heard.
24.
Whoa!
Oh,
Its name was Tim.
come to think of it now.
It was 37 years old.
You think, based on everything you read, that this was the mutated embodiment of a thought.
Mutated embodiment of a thought? Is what you just said?
Tell me, Lord Hans.
Yes.
Do you know what this was?
This will sound strange, my friend, but hear me out. Sometimes dark, twisted magic can give physical form to a disturbed entity's very thoughts. This being did not align with any creature that I've studied in any bestiary, but it reminds me of tales my uncle told me of my youth, of psychic energy and dark magic combining into a living, sentient abomination of pure malevolence. Strange colors, its spell casting, the way it moved, its manifestation from the elements. It all seems to support this idea that this was a thought given matter. That's what I think.
That's bizarre.
Yes. Strange indeed.
Perhaps the dragon which attacked this boat previously
Yes.
was also
That would it
a mutated embodiment of a thought from this same creature.
it makes sense, and since we're headed towards a tower of contemplation and meditation, it would seem to follow that that is its origin. The very place.
I
towards
wonder if
which
there's more
we now
thoughts
sail.
out there.
Yes.
Sometimes people have a lot of thoughts.
That's why
Jasper starts
yes.
looking through the fog.
Nobody think.
All right.
Excellent. Well done. I wonder if this could have something to do with Galathakosh, or if there's just craziness everywhere in the world right now.
Well, the other we heard the other name for this place. Something.
Oh, it was like Golash.
The Gray Mind? No,
Yeah,
that was
Gray Mind. You're right.
Oh, you mean the mistress's assistant here in Parvus?
well, when we went through the tunnel, Hans, it said like the Gray Mind.
When we got teleported here.
The teleportation. can
Is
deal
it'll
with
be
you
Gray
instead.
Mind's problem now.
Right.
Yes.
So we're in Gray Mind's territory.
You told us that.
Which
Yes.
Gray Mind
Yeah, that makes
thought
sense.
Yes.
makes sense.
Perhaps this mind is thinking thoughts. Although, I wonder, why wasn't it called Lavender Mind?
And why is it preventing? why is it trying to prevent perhaps the pilgrims from reaching the tower?
Wait.
Or
The guy in the
specifically us,
forest
maybe.
said
Well-
that it was a large winged shape that
Yeah.
did have turquoise, lavender, teal, and gray.
Yeah. It was like a rainbow
Yeah.
dragon.
Oh, well, perhaps Untrance will know something.
Or the other people.
Yes.
Things.
Well, Jasper's waiting for the ship to arrive. He's going to kind of sit somewhere and take out his gesture sticks and kind of do a little theater between them and try to think about everything that happened that way.
You guys want to arrive?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where'd that go? Okay. So you can't really see anything around the boat except for the water churning behind the back of the boat and the water disappearing under the prow. It's a thick, grayish, darkish, brackish water. And then there's just a wall of fog, thick fog. And the air is clammy on your skin, moist and cold. It's a bit oppressive. The rest of the people on the boat are much quieter than when they first get on the boat, although a lot of them are pilgrims, so they're being quiet anyway. There's an air of fear and sadness on the boat as it passes a relatively silent rest of the journey. And as you continue forward, you start to make out through the mist something in the distance, a bulky, blocky shape through the fog. As it gets nearer, you see huge pieces of what looks like broken green bottle glass, but huge, like taller than me. Blocky, squarish hunks of thick green opaque crystal with rounded corners jut from the ocean. Barnacles and weathering mar the clouded surface of these huge crystals, which almost haphazardly form the shape of a long dock. You see pilgrims standing there. As the boat gets closer and closer, you see some people on the dock in cloaks holding staves like many of the other pilgrims do, standing together and talking or walking away into the distance. And the boat docks. It pulls up next to the dock and just stops. No one's guiding it. It just stops ready, and the side of the boat, the railings fold out, ready for people to walk out. Everything is foggy, overcast, cloudy, gray. You hear waves crashing, like Pontchartrain-ish lake waves crashing against the crystal dock and the soil of the shore. Feels a bit desolate, even as people quietly mill about, gather their possessions, start to walk off the boat.
Have I ever seen like anything of this type of material before?
You can roll history.
History, sure. 2.
Not low enough to be alive.
You can roll nature.
Nature is 9.
It looks like dark green crystal.
Cool.
It's like huge hunks of polished bottle glass that is crystal.
It's crystal, wow. It's dark green.
Yes.
Well spotted.
From the earth.
Ah.
Thank goodness we are here with a native Parvusian.
So it's
So we-
sort of a spit of land that spits out from the body of the island, and it has this huge crystal dock coming off of it, very weathered, and the boat is next to it with the railings open.
And is like as we look towards the island, is it still foggy, or we can see like what's on the island?
It's pretty foggy.
Okay. Well, we are here.
Let's find your person.
Yes, let's head to the. I think we have to head to the Tower of Contemplation. To pilgrims, the pilgrims on the ship. That's where you're headed, correct?
Someone says yes.
Yes. Well, we'll follow you. Let's follow with the rest of this group.
Yes, we'll protect you, pilgrims.
Yes, just in case.
Oh, yeah, some of the pilgrims respond to that, and then you see them saying, somebody reaching out and, hey, and pretty soon you have a bunch of people gathered around you.
Excellent.
Let's take
there's
over
like
the tower.
Yes.
some of the people that were on the dock, some of the people that were on the boat. You got like 40 people all sort of gathered around you looking at you.
My friends, what we would ask of you, we will, in case any other abominations attack us, we will protect you. What we would ask is, if anything untoward should happen on the island, please keep your eyes and ears open. And if you hear anything or any rumors, please find us and let us know.
And they, you get a general sort
Yes.
of, I'm gonna
Murmur.
nodding
Appeasing.
from the assembled people who have downcast eyes and upraised hoods. Nona is there and she says, "Muchas gracias, joven."
Well, I say we proceed unless anybody has any business here on the shore. Let's go.
So you start walking off the boat onto the docks. You're standing on the docks. There's really only one direction to go, is down the spit of land onto the island. Is that you're proceeding?
Yes.
So you head that way, and you see that a dirt road starts to form on the ground, and it's pretty well beaten path of a dirt road, and you're walking for some time, and there's a group of pilgrims around you. Some of them ahead of you, some of them behind. Nona and Paco are near you, and Kaki is in the back of the thing, and he starts strumming a little bit to try to cheer people up, but also very respectfully and quietly. And
Does this have like a processional vibe, or is it less formal?
it doesn't feel formal,
Yeah.
but it does feel momentous.
Mhm.
So your group walks for a good while, and around you see sparse, very sparsely spread out trees. You would call it a forest if the trees were close together, but they're sparse and spread out and kind of withery and wintry kind of vibe on the trees. And that's what you see on both sides of this dirt road as you continue to walk.
I'll try to commune with the trees. Are they like messed up trees? Are they like pretty good trees? Does it seem healthy?
Roll nature.
Oh,
Ooh.
hey, 20.
Yeah.
This seems pretty normal for here. If you're just checking the trees to see if they're messed up, this seems pretty normal. It's kind of like the way trees look in winter, kind of thing. It's not winter right now, but this seems pretty normal. They don't seem to be affected by like a curse or something. So
They're not cursed.
Excellent.
Everyone. It's just the weather's not great here.
How's the distance visibility for what we're able to, like, how far can we see?
I would say
Sky or
everything
trees?
is lightly obscured to moderately obscured.
So it's still
It's
foggy.
foggy. It's foggy, it's gray, it's overcast, there's clouds, there's these withery trees and stuff. And you continue walking on this dirt road and you get to a T in the road. And there's a little, one of those signs that has the arrows on it. And one of them says the Tower of Contemplation that way, and the other way it says Brana's Turn. That's spelled T-E-R-N,
Like the bird.
like the bird.
Have
And
you
it
ever
says
heard of this thing before?
Brana's Turn is that way.
Brana's like a name. We think it looks like a head.
It's a possessive, B-R-A-N-A.
I asked if we don't know what it is, I asked
Yeah.
the people that were with, have you all heard of this Bronner's Turn before?
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to know how much you know first before you ask?
Sure.
All right. Roll history.
Oh, there it goes. It's a 6.
All right.
He doesn't pay attention very well.
Let's see. All right. Are you asking somebody you already talked to so far?
Maybe the bard or the old person.
Okay, let's start with the bard. He only got a 10. He knows a little bit. Let's ask Nona. Oh, Nona rolled pretty well. So between the two of them, you can piece together from the things that both of them tell you that Brana's Turn is an interesting place. There's this guy named Brana, who's an old man, and he built a lighthouse on the eastern corner of the island, even though no ships are on the lake because of the fog that's been there for hundreds of years. He built a lighthouse out there, and he has a science and magic workshop out there. It's kind of flashy and fun. You know, like, if you ever been to a place like Death Valley, how there's like this one tourist hub in the middle of Death Valley, or you go to some place, or like when we went to Monument Valley, there's like some weird guy has made this whole little tourist place. So that's kind of what this is. For some reason, he built a lighthouse, and there's a science and magic workshop there, and there's a small village that's built up around Brana's workshop, and it's called Brana's Turn. And that's what you piece together from what they tell you.
Great, thank you. Anyone heading that way? No?
Yeah, there's like one guy who looks like a worker who wasn't following the old guy, and you see him sort of head that way.
Do you live that way?
He's like, I'm going to do a job.
What kind of job?
I gotta make a repair.
What are you repairing?
Gotta repair some stuff at the magic shop and the workshop.
Did something happen there?
He's walking. Oh no, just doing my job. You know, things break.
That guy sounds suspicious to me. But inside him.
Okay.
16.
He is just a workman.
Seems pretty suspicious.
Do
Do you think I should cast
Nobody is
Tasha's
this
hideous
nice.
laughter?
Why don't we ask him his name and where he's from,
Your backstory.
Yeah.
his mother, and
How long have you been plying this trade, sir?
What are the names of the books that you
Where did you
love the
learn to
most?
fix things?
what's your favorite song?
Which tradesman
Backwards.
license group are
Yeah.
you in?
Okay. Well, I think it would be nice to visit Brana's turn at some point, but
we gotta
Yes.
find your
We have
cousin,
to-
or
Yes.
something, right?
and we have to.
we have to alert
Talk
the
to
And
monks
we've
about
about
promised
what
these
happened on the
people
boat.
to get
Yes.
them there safely.
Are these good berries?
No,
Yeah, pretty much.
when I know that your family saw this cousin a couple of years ago. When was the last time you saw this cousin?
That's a good question. I would say, and if unless you have some backstory, I can just improv something.
At least 8 years.
Yes.
They haven't heard from him in 2 years.
It's been a long time, you know. I remember seeing him around at mealtimes and in the library, but it's been the better part of a decade, and I only have vague memories of him. But he was always an interesting lad, and
He was a sad and serious
Yes.
sort.
yes, a little mopey perhaps. And I hope that he's found peace here at the Tower of Contemplation. But we'll see.
He took solace in studies, I hear from my family members.
Yes. Yes, he took solace in studies.
So he's a nerd.
He's a nerd and we're gonna kidnap him, is what you said?
We don't use that word in my house for obvious reasons.
Kidnap?
Oh, kidnap we do all the time.
So you guys are standing
He's a
at that
butcher
sign.
sled. Yes, we're
What was nerd that you?
Yeah, it was nerd.
Yeah.
All of the pilgrims, the 40 pilgrims, are standing around you, like
Yeah.
listening intently to everything you're
Oh.
saying.
Maybe we
You
should.
see them whispering, "Oh, he's a nerd.
Yeah.
solemn and quiet." Oh.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
He's a scholar. A scholar is the word. Yes, well, let's continue
Let's
on.
continue,
Good.
please.
Looking for a scholar.
And then we're gonna kidnap him.
We're going to speak to him.
Haha, we joke.
They're kidnappers. They're kidnappers. No, no. Oh, Dios mío.
No, my friend, he's quite the jokester, actually.
Yes.
He's working on his Type 5.
Oh, muy bien.
What can I ask? What,
Please let us hear it.
when you get to the Tower of Pilgrims, what do you do as we're walking along? I ask. What is it you do when you visit the Tower of Contemplation?
Are you asking a specific pilgrim?
Sure. Somebody who looks especially pilgrimy and experienced in being a pilgrim.
So a new one.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So you address a tall, stately, black man,
Stately.
like 60-ish, and he says, "Well, this is my." Okay, fine. He's 70. He says, "Well, this is my third time visiting the Tower of Contemplation, and you learn many things in the praise of Fetlan, and one of them is to come to the tower and to contemplate the majesty of giving." I imagine that you guys are walking. While
Yes.
he's-
Yes.
So he's
Yeah, we're
walking
definitely
next
not
to you,
stopping
saying
for
this.
this guy.
There are many places in the Tower of Contemplation where one can praise Fetlan in one's way, the way of self-sacrifice. There is the room of sacrifice, where one may use many methods to give of oneself to Fetlan. Great Fetlan! How I praise you. You understand?
You must have a
Yes.
great life now.
Yes, yes, because I walk the way of Fetlan. And the key to life is service.
Right.
What do you do
Give
in
of
the
myself.
What do you do in the room of what does one do in the room of sacrifice for
Well, there are
Fetlan?
many things one may do. I like to whip myself.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
You see, my pain is a gift. A gift that lets me know I'm alive to serve more.
Fucking
Security cast. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna see if he heard that. He did.
what did you say?
idiot.
He
Fuck what?
looks at
Fucking
you.
idiot.
He looks at you and he says, "Oh, I see you have not brought Fetlan into your heart, as I have. Give, I give you my love, small man."
Yeah, it's great.
I kind of quietly cast minor illusion, and there's like this quietly.
Is that the voice of Fetlan? Oh my.
Please tell us. This is fascinating. Can you tell us? Are there any other rooms in the Tower of Contemplation where one goes to surf at line?
Tell me all the rooms. Yeah. All the activities you've ever done.
If you have any top of mind.
Yeah, draw me a map of the rooms.
Just wondering, like.
Well,
Okay.
there are many floors. Many floors to the tower. I know of. Let's find out how much he knows. Oh, only a 6. Many.
He's been there 3 times.
Yeah.
Or
Have
twice.
He's only been in one room 3 times.
Have you seen a young man of my build and coloration, perhaps wearing teal-colored robes?
But much
in your
more
journey?
handsome.
Probably looks like he hasn't seen the sun.
Yeah. When
Actually,
you're
I'm
describing him, he's pallid and he has long dark hair.
Brooding.
Think goth
Yeah.
vibe.
Listens to the Smiths. The Cure. Early
listens
Cure.
to the new pornographers.
That is not God. Early Cure. Pornography.
No, I know all about the new pornography.
Oh, sorry.
I'm cool.
Wait, this is what the guy is saying?
I've listened to them many times.
In the
guy's
whipping
like-
room.
Yes.
The guy's like, many floors. Yes, because the band is so bad, I listen to them in the room of sacrifice. So
Wow.
he
Minor illusion.
no, the reason he doesn't know the amount of floors or all of the other floors is because the pilgrims pretty much just go to floor 1, and so he tells about the room of sacrifice, and he also says, yes, and the temple is very giving. So while I am there, they give us food, and they give us items, and they give us whatever we need, and they let us sleep. We eat and sleep, and I whip myself,
Yes.
and sleep and eat and whip.
Yeah, it's great.
I praise Fetlan. Oh yes.
Well, I hope you have an enlightening experience this time.
But also, and he leans in, if you've never seen the Tower of Contemplation, it's something to behold. It's a reason for pilgrimage in itself, is to see the tower itself. And by this time, like a fucking hour has passed.
All right, are we close to the tower?
Yeah, you're getting there.
Long walk.
The road, you see a little sign, and you also hear some people mentioning the phrase the low road, and you realize that now you are on what's called the low road. It is a slow and safe, thick, winding route through undeveloped brush, meadows, grassland, and rocky outcroppings. It's still pretty foggy.
I asked the people around us, is it ever not foggy around here?
Nona says, lo que yo sé es que la tiempo todo es lo mismo. Siempre es lo mismo.
Anybody know what this one's talking about?
It's always the
always
same.
like this.
It's always
Yeah, I
the
don't know why
same.
her voice changed so much. I think she became Mexican instead of Spanish, sorry. But it's interesting to you guys because you know that the weather in Elenia Toth should be like August right now. So you're asking the pilgrims about the weather?
Guys, it's August. Is that the first time we knew? Late summer.
So the bard hears you asking this, and he pipes up and he says, "Well, as you know, the fog, the magical fog, was put on this lake hundreds of years ago by the ancient version of the ancient threefold, the threefold pact between the wizard colleges, with magic that is now long forgotten, and so the fog rolls, and of course it affects everything in the environment to some extent. But as you can see, the trees thrive." And he points at trees that are not thriving.
Why did they do this?
He tells you he thinks it's to protect the Tower of Contemplation.
Oh, so the Tower of Contemplation has been like long before the whatchamacallit even got here.
Yeah, it's been there a long time.
Okay.
predates the fog. All right.
Yeah. Do you want to ask the bard more about the tower?
Yeah. What do
Alright.
you know about the tower, Bard? In song.
He's like, do you really want me to sing it? Because Jake says, do you really want me to sing it?
Yeah.
It's loud and obnoxious, and I will do it.
I mean, if you want to, it's up to you.
Don't.
Okay, yeah, then don't.
It's up to you.
I'll just use my imagination.
So I'm gonna sing it to you now. The bard goes, located on the Isle of Contemplation, this is a huge building constructed entirely of crystal. Some 900 years ago, by the then iteration of the Mage College in concert with the descendants of Ronit, who wielded mysterious clerical magic that has since been lost to time. And then he goes, and then he continues into the next verse. Somehow this building sprouted and thrust itself up out of the isle to a dizzying height of 1,500 feet. Making it the tallest structure on the entire continent of Cappyrnia Toth, and a feat no non-magical builder could ever hope to duplicate. Do you want to hear more?
I mean,
Is that a
yeah.
dare?
Yeah.
Don't threaten me with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
He continues.
I
I mean, it's better than that other guy whipping himself.
He continues.
Hassem's all into this guy.
So the guy keeps singing, and he tells you that not only that, but the tower is constructed in a geometric pattern that makes it look like the opening petals of a polygonal flower at every turn. From the 12 crystal buttresses that fold out from its base to the hallways that shoot out like perfectly symmetrical geometric plant veins or spiral perfectly upward. And it's all either transparent or lightly white and opaque.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yes.
Great song.
Excellent. Good job.
And he says, wait,
Kappa.
there's one more verse.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
And he starts singing. And he gestures to everyone around him. Pilgrims! Followers of Fetlan flock to the tower all year, every year, to pay their respects at what is believed to be the most direct physical channel to communicate with the deity, Fetlan! Fetlan, Fetlan, Fetlan. They are given simple beds in the tower as well as simple broth, and hundreds remain in contemplation on the ground froth, as well as scattered about the base of the tower. On the island, it is certain that some come mostly for the majesty of the crystal tower, as there is nothing else like it on the continent. It's a little kobold, and he's like dancing and skipping.
Yeah,
and
it's great. I'll
playing
dance
a
and
little
skip with
sitar.
him.
Kappa,
I'll dance and skip with him.
Yeah,
Kappa,
he's
you
dancing and skipping.
you mentioned the Mage College created this along with the descendants of what?
Oh, the descendants of Ronit.
Ronit.
Yes, R-O-N-I-T, Ronit.
Ah, yes, thank you.
You never heard of Ronit?
Who is Ronit?
What's Ronit?
You got a song
Remind
about
me.
that?
Yes, he then goes into a really long song explaining who Ronit is. Hassam, you probably have heard of Ronit.
Have I now?
Yeah. You probably have, yeah.
Do I need to roll
Maybe you
something?
wanna roll something.
Right. Do I
Hassam,
actually know?
Hassam,
Or do I actually know?
I only spent a few years in Parvus, but you've been here. Who is Ronit?
Yes, why don't you sing us a song?
That's a great question.
Uh,
Do I know?
Dig deep
So-
in your mind. So.
Yes, I try my mind to remember.
I think you have a
roll
little
history.
I think
Okay,
you have
you should know it though.
History?
This would be like asking us if we knew who Mickey Mouse or Jesus was.
5.
5, wow.
Well, we
You
all
have a-
should know.
You have a
Probably
really
then.
gray area, vague idea of who Mickey Mouse or Jesus is.
I think you have a kind of octopus brain going on right now. After maybe another hour or two,
That's
I think
just my
it'll clear
brain.
up.
So, as you know, the history of Parvus is that the history of the Tabaxi and Parvus is that they were brought to this continent 2,000 years ago by the elves as slaves.
Yep.
And halflings lived in this area natively. And the elves ruled the entire continent 2,000 years ago, but 1,000 years ago, a human named Toth rose up and started a revolution, took the continent back from the elves, drove them back to the Elven Dell, took the whole continent for himself. He enslaved all magic users to work for him and do magic things for him. They didn't like it so much they started killing themselves in really explosive ways that reshaped the whole continent. And the Tabaxi, who were slaves to the elves for 1,000 years, they were already radical pacifists from where they came before, and so it just fit into everything that was happening there with the religion and such. So Toth tried to use the Tabaxi for himself, and he tried to tell them to fight the elves for him. And Ronit of 5 Valleys was burned at the stake by Toth for refusing to raise a hand against the elves, because they followed the way of the motionless bird. She refused to raise a hand to anyone else, and not to renounce her religion. Statues of Ronit still decorate major sites in Parvus, as her martyrdom is a source of major national pride. The halflings of the area, 1,000 years ago, were so in awe and so moved by the martyrdom of Ronit that they made a secret decision as a people to devote themselves to protecting the Tabaxi. There's more, but I don't think you know more.
Probably not.
The 5 or whatever. Oh,
Great.
so Ronit.
Oh, Ronit. Now, yeah, sorry, it's your accent.
Yeah, she's like
Sister
a Jesus
Kappa.
type of this country.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jasper knows that too.
Yeah, Jasper knows even more. He knows. Blah, blah.
Okay.
Lord Dump, welcome to my book reading.
So,
Are you guys done asking people questions about the world, or you
Yeah.
want more lore? Or are you walking there?
I think we walk.
You be walking.
Straight
Yeah,
to the
we
whipping.
start walking faster.
Okay. So yeah, you the fog starts to lessen up as you get to the tower, as you get closer to the tower, and you start to see in the distance this massive structure shooting high into the sky. It's huge. It's very, very wide, and it's somewhat circular, but also geometrical. It has 12 spikes, 12 sort of flying buttresses coming out of each equidistant angles of it, and shoots high in the sky. It's whitish. It's opaque. It's similar to what was described to you, and it is awe-inspiring.
look, there it is.
Everyone make a Constitution check to find out if you shit your pants. Just kidding. So it's amazing. It's awe-inspiring, and there it is, and you're getting closer to it.
Wow, we only hear about this growing up. I've never even seen a picture of it before. It's amazing.
Una, what have you been up to? What are you up to? You've been hearing the song. You've been walking.
Well, Una's just been thinking about the fact that she's got a lot of mixed feelings about Fetlan, because back on the ship, the joke was that she was dropped by a turkey on the boat, and then she's still hung up on the concept of a whipping room and people who would choose to be whipped and thinking it's service, considering that she used to be whipped not by choice. So she's a little in her head about Fetlan.
Word.
Yeah. But also just like I was asking about visibility earlier, like, cause yeah, she's like definitely scanning and listening for like wings, just because of the sounds
Dragon.
of wings. Dragon. She's still on the dragon. She's still like the guy in the woods said that there was something flying in with wings.
Roll perception.
Dun 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 dun. No. The answer is no.
You don't notice anything dragony.
Yeah.
But you do hear in the distance Paul McCartney's second band.
A 7, just like.
Is that this music?
Oh, it's wings. She was
Yeah.
listening to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it. Sorry.
Sorry.
Band on the run.
So you continue to walk closer. You're getting closer. You know, you're almost there, and it's big. This is a big tower. Daphne, what are you up to?
I think when she's been listening to these followers pontificate, she thinks it's really saccharine, you know, that and wonders about the sincerity, you know, of this sort of thing. But I think the overt display of like we're self-sacrificing, we're da-da-da-da, like she's like, I don't know. So I don't know that she's picking up what they're putting down, but she's not being like rude or anything. Just kind of not her vibe.
Right on.
Yeah.
So that's two of you that think this is whack. The people are whack.
Yeah.
And then Jasper's response to the whipping.
Jasper's feeling very a mix of things, including he feels, you know, very uncertain about being in Parvus and then here at the Tower of Contemplation and this holy site of Fedlan, having gone a different route, you know, than Tabaxi go based on what his experiences were, and thinking that it's all kind of misguided to not that this extreme pacifism is both somehow admirable and extremely misguided, and he thinks it's insane that the Tabaxi won't protect themselves. But and so he's feeling like here we are at this holy site, and he's wondering what the Tabaxi, how they're going to react to him carrying his musket and his what is it again? Rapier and weapons, and at the same time he's just completely, I guess, in awe of this structure.
It's an awe-inspiring structure. Are you saying anything? Or?
I'm just thinking about. So first of all, I'm picturing my cousin Entrance morosely whipping himself, and then I'm thinking about if he's in that deep to a religious organization that does these types of things, how can I get him out?
Are you just trying not to think so the thoughts don't show up?
No, I mean he's always thinking, but it's more like he by seeing this awe-inspiring thing, it shows how like unjust the world is, where his family is like working the mines and like barely making it while there's this fucking thing and they're providing stuff to these idiots who are whipping themselves. So he's kind of like just not having any of this.
Right.
But he doesn't want to. Besides that one outburst, he's not really saying much.
A way to articulate, I think, also what I was talking about before is also thinking that extreme pacifism is a luxury, you know, so not everyone has the option of being a pacifist, you know, because it creates a vacuum where other folks need to protect them.
Yes, we certainly haven't had the option, have we?
Right.
Well, many Parvusians are dead because they would not lift a hand during the War of the Continent when all these people rushed in and massacred them. So they felt that they had no choice but to not raise a hand. So as you get closer, you see at the base of this now just massive tower that is towering over you, if you will. Very, very wide tower, goes, you know, and hugely tall. There are huge crystal doors, maybe just they are 100 feet high. White crystal doors with complex geometric patterns all across the outside of them. There's something both mathematical and natural about the patterns in the doors and in the castle, and these huge doors are open. And roll perception.
Mathematical. That would be a 26.
You can see by the way the dirt is around the doors and the way that they are that they have not closed in a very long time, maybe hundreds of years. And as you move closer, you see just a vast warehouse-like, hangar-like room that's all the whole ceiling and walls with pillars of white, opaque, milky, weathered crystal, and there are pilgrims milling all around in this vast open room. The people behind you, the people that have been clustered around you, saying, "Oh, thank you," and they start making their way into the building. Also spread out around the room are various tabaxi, and each of them is in a robe that almost looks like a dress, like it billows out at the bottom, and it has wide sleeves. But each one is a solid color with no decoration. So there's someone in a completely black robe, someone in a completely white robe, someone in a completely like a royal blue, very blue robe, and someone in a bright yellow robe. And so there are like 6 tabaxi around the room, and you see them greeting various pilgrims and talking to people, and people are lining up or in front of some of them. People are milling around them or continuing on into the building.
Jasper, how do you feel about introducing us to these tabaxi? Do you think they'll treat you with hostility?
Let's
Or
find
do you
out.
think they'll be extra
Well,
friend to you?
Well, on one hand,
We are heroes.
They're extreme. Yes, Hassan, we are. They are extreme pacifists, and on the other hand, I don't know how they'll respond to me. But let's find out. Do any of them look particularly in charge, or do they all look equally kind of like of equal status?
They all look pretty equal, but there is a tabaxi dressed all in yellow, in a large yellow robe, that is looking right at you all and smiling.
Let's approach that tabaxi and say, "It's a good day. Good day. This is we have come a long way, and we have some questions for you. But first, we want to report this awful, horrendous incident that happened as we were coming over from Monkafa on the boat. The boat was attacked by an abominable creature. That are you hearing me?
Oh, don't you know? Of course I am.
Oh yes.
And she sort of pats her bulk. As you get closer, you see that she's a pretty round kitty, orange, a rotund orange kitty woman wearing this yellow robe, and she's smiling. And as you tell her this, you say, "Ah, and you made it here alive! Ho! I was hoping for Minnesota for her, but it's so close. Minnesota. Oh, don't
So
you
it's a
know?
car.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? You betcha.
Flags. You got all your flags and bags.
You betcha.
Don't you know?
You betcha.
Oh, you betcha.
Yes.
Here you are. Yes.
We did, but it was close, and some of us didn't make it. Some of the pilgrims died.
Oh, well, now they're with Fetlan. Isn't that grand?
I walk away.
Is there? This is a serious event, though, and when we understand it's happened before recently. This is unusual, right? That
Yes, what were you attacked by now?
turned to Lord Hans.
It was good day, yes. Good, yes. Hans Chumley of House Tamarin.
Yes, oh, my name is Hearty Trail.
Hearty Trail.
Yes.
Enchanté, my friend.
Oh,
Here, that's
wonderful.
enchanté.
I am enchanted too.
Yes.
Ha ha!
We were attacked by a manifestation of pure malevolent thought in colors of lavender and blue, similar to the lavender color of the alleged dragon that capsized your colleague's boat not so long ago.
Ah, yes, the dragon. I've heard of that.
Yes.
Oh, yes, what tales we can spin. Isn't it a wonder to be alive?
Yes, very interesting.
We understand one of the 100 holy ones perished in that attack.
Slavish shore.
Ah, I have heard something like that. What joy! There's no one attacking us here.
Yes, well, that's a great attitude for the 99 holy ones to have. And
Her thick orange paws clapped together, large paws, like someone in a Mickey Mouse costume.
are you acquainted with a student here at the tower, a human of my house, perhaps of a caste like mine, but with dark hair, by the name of Entrance Tamerwin?
No, I haven't heard of that. You said Entrance?
Entrance Tamerwin, yes, he's
Oh.
a student here at the tower. I
What
was
a
told.
pretty name!
Yes, absolutely.
I'd be so joyful to have the name Entrance.
Well,
Is there anyone else we can talk to?
I'm already looking for someone else.
Daphne's like 1,000-yard stare. Just like,
Is there a perhaps who do you report to?
I report to Fetlan.
Oh yes.
Of course. Of course.
I don't suppose Fetlan is available.
How do you guys feel about this conversation so far? What's
Frustrated. Jasper's feeling frustrated.
yes.
I'm looking for somebody else.
Jasper's frustrated that there was an attack and people died and they don't seem to care.
Daphne's creeped out.
Why don't you say something like that to her?
My friend, there was an attack. Some of the pilgrims who came here to worship Fetlan, they perished in the attack. They died. It was horrible. It was screaming. This monster. I forget how it attacked us.
It emerged from the
It
water.
emerged from
attacked
the
with
water.
Vile
and
magic.
it was spitting vile things at us, and it was giant. It took all our might to stave it off and save the rest of the pilgrims.
Life is but a dream! And she like shakes a pilgrim's hand that's walking by, but her hand just completely encompasses his because it's a big paw, and she shakes it, and then she turns back to you and roll persuasion, please. He's a persuasive guy, this Jasper.
Not today.
Well, no.
No, that's his
Oh, wait.
lowest.
Uh,
Is it
19.
18?
Oh, right.
19 now?
19.
Oh my god.
Right.
Sometimes the DM modifies the DC. So she's like ha 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 ha, and then she sort of leans into you, and you see a little crack in her facade, and she says, "I've heard about the murders and the dragon attacks. You should talk to Burden of Chains. Yes,
Thank you.
it's, the Beige Holy 100 Holy One. He's on the 19th floor. You should talk to him about that. But for me, I'm just glad to be alive.
Yes. Hardy Trail. And
Life is but a dream.
yes.
and I'm
Enjoy
alive.
each moment.
And
They're
so
all
are you.
precious. Yes. How do we get to the 19th floor?
Oh, the staircases, of course.
Thank you.
Yes, it's between the 18th and the 20th.
Lord Hans, you're very good with math. Maybe you could count them off as we go up the stairs.
So yeah, you see people milling around and talking to other tabaxi, and yeah, this woman is still in front of you, but she's also, welcoming pilgrims and talking to them and pointing them along the way. And
Any of the tabaxi look more sour or like down or unhappy?
There are a few other tabaxi in the room, and let's see here. Where did I put that?
Oh, and
Go ahead.
may I ask one other question, madam? Is Violet Gift here in the tower?
The one who survived from the tower.
Yeah, she tells you, yes, I believe so, but
Do you know where?
I'm not exactly sure where.
All right. Well, I say we speak with this Burden of Chains. He sounds like an interesting.
Yeah.
He or she sounds like an interesting fellow. Jake, do I have time to grab a sweatshirt from my car?
Yeah.
To the 19th floor.
I need to find something anyway while you're doing that. So.
Are there halflings about?
Then I'm gonna use the restroom.
Oh, there's
And quick.
Are we?
An
Are
official
we
break
gonna make
time.
it an official 5-minute break,
Looks like
Let's do it.
or
Council.
5-ish?
Return to
Okay,
court
it's a
in 5
break.
minutes.
All right.
We're taking
soft
a break.
5. Thank you.
So
Climbing the stairs.
here we are.
Where's
Like
the
a
stairs?
position
You
myself.
wanted to see if there's
Is it?
anybody around this
Trying to
very
position
large
myself
place
so they
that
block the
you've
lights.
heard people call the foyer, even though it's like a huge warehouse hangar thing with all these people milling around. You wanted to look around the foyer to see
Oh,
if there
that's
are other
right.
people.
Well, Hadson
Well,
was
it-
looking to
It
see.
was just because there's 6 of them. I was just gonna look at the other 5. As soon as this super sunny fake person started talking, Hassan was already
Yeah.
gone.
And I'm looking around to see if there are halflings around.
All right, so you see, let's see, you see someone in red, someone in
But
black.
what does their face look like? Do they look like jolly? But I'm looking
Let's
more
just
for
talk about the colors,
All right.
and then you can decide who you
All right,
want to
let's
walk
go with
over
red
to.
then, because that's.
You see someone in red,
Black.
someone in brown, someone
Black.
in
Black or brown.
bronze, someone in gold, and someone in green. Those are the other 5 people.
Hassan would probably go towards green.
Green sounds like a Hasemi choice to me.
Yeah. Green or brown.
All right. Give me a sec.
You can go lick the dirt around each of them and see which tastes.
Yeah, why don't you try to eat some dust just for 1 minute?
All right.
All right. So you go over there to the person that's all in green, and you see a male black cat of a tabaxi that looks a little slightly aged, and that person is talking to some of the pilgrims and pointing back behind him and stuff, and yeah.
I'll
there's
say
that.
hello in Druidish and see if he responds.
He kind of looks up at you, kind of furrows and nods a little bit, and then finishes talking to the person that he's talking to, and then he turns to you and says, "Hello, welcome to the tower. You are a pilgrim of some sort?"
I'm gonna just talk in Druidish. No, we are heroes. We are here to help because we heard there's violence against the 100, and there's evil that is cursing the land.
The person looks at you and says in broken druidic, "Where is the bathroom?"
Well, I'll start just talking in common.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, we are here because of, well, we're here for 2 reasons. One, my friend's cousin has been here for some reason. I think we're supposed to talk to him. I forget what he told me. The other thing was there was murder happened against one of you all, and that's bad. So we need to help you because there's evil forces coming, making everything bad for everybody. Grey Mind? Have you heard of Grey Mind?
Let's find out. This person looks at you quizzically and says, "You have heard of the murder within the tower?"
Yes, we are heroes. We know things.
We wanted to keep the murder within the tower a secret.
Well, we are here to help you with your issues.
Are you aware of the attack that just happened on this boat?
Just now.
Just now on the way over, some pilgrims lost their lives. An abomination rose up out of the water and attacked the boat.
I heard from some of these pilgrims that something happened. Yes, but what was this abomination?
It was a creature formed, coalesced, of pure, malevolent thought.
Oh, a creature made of thoughts.
It was like a rainbow cloud that spit poisonous gases things at us
Lavender.
and killed people.
Well, I don't know much about that. You know, most of my days I spend in the gardens. A beautiful tree, a well-grown flower is the best way to praise Fetlan, I believe.
That sounds fantastic.
Will you remind me, good sir, what was the murder in the tower?
Oh, I thought you were already familiar with this, yes?
Well, what do you know about it?
Simply, well, it's not really something I'm supposed to talk about with you.
It's quite all right.
But we are heroes.
Yes, we're trusted friends and we're here to help.
Well, I don't think I should talk about it with you.
There was a survivor, right?
You want to roll persuasion on him?
Sure.
I'm not supposed to.
23, 22. My eyesight's going, but 22. But I'm persuading him for sure.
Okay. Well, you do seem a heroic bunch, a helpful sort, so I suppose I can tell you a little bit, but can I trust you will not spread this around the land?
Absolutely.
We in the tower want to keep this to ourselves.
Yes.
Why is that?
We don't want fear to rule the land.
We can be discreet.
That's a good idea. Okay.
You do look discreet.
I can keep a secret.
Well, Hushed Sparkle was a fully white cat, tabaxi, and she was a member of the Black Facet. I'm sure you're familiar with the Black Facet. There's a green facet and the yellow facet from which you just walked. You're familiar with all of the facets and their features?
No.
No, but please tell us more about. God,
Hush
Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Hush Sparkle, yeah.
She was a member of the 100 Holy Ones.
And she was murdered?
Yes.
And here in the tower.
Yes. She was stabbed 4 times in the back.
And no evidence of magic was found?
I fear I've said too much.
Was this before or after the attack by the dragon on the boat and the death of the other Holy One?
Flavish Shore.
But this was after.
Flavish Shore was in which facet?
Flawless Shore?
No, whatever.
I like
Flav?
flavor. Let's call it Flavor Show.
He says, yes, Flawless Shore, of course. She was a gray.
Do they have any connection between the two of them?
Not really.
Do you know who murdered Hush Sparkle?
No, it is a mystery. It is a mystery in the tower. Are you heroes, adventurers here to solve the murder?
Yes.
Where is the body still available? Where did this happen? This isn't our first rodeo.
This is just like what happened at the Mage College.
Yes.
Oh, you come from the Mage College.
Yes.
In Greater Elenia.
Of course. Well, Hushed Sparkle, of course, she was a member of the Black Facet, and you're very familiar with the beliefs of the Black Facet, yes?
No.
Oh, well, The black facet believes that the best way to give of oneself and to serve Fetlan is to do absolutely nothing.
Daphne's face is like,
What a coincidence. My daughter feels the same way.
I believe that the best way to serve Fetlan is to help nature grow and give of myself to let the plants bloom, for they will stay here longer than I.
What is your name?
Sounds like that you're a smart one.
What was the
My
grace?
name is Icy Trick.
Icy Trick?
Yes.
I think your beliefs are wise ones.
What's
What
up-
is
what-
the
what-
grace facet?
Thank
believe?
you. Would you like to join the green facet?
I will think about it. Right now, we're kind of preoccupied with what
I
just
must
happened.
ask you, I see you have a sword and a rifle upon you.
Oh, my musket, yes.
Do
Yes.
you use these contraptions?
We are heroes.
Yes, I do, and I used it in part to destroy this creature along with my comrades, who was taking the lives of the pilgrims on the way over. We were protecting the pilgrims.
That is an interesting tiara you're wearing.
Thank you. It was given to me by the queen or prince or somebody.
I've never seen a tabaxi carrying a weapon. Would you consider perhaps putting it away while you're in our building?
Just my weapon?
Maybe hiding it?
Might I have a cloak that I could wear, and I could probably conceal it beneath the cloak?
We don't have a cloak?
Do I have a cloak?
Do you?
if you want one.
Do you have
Yeah.
I'm carrying a couple bolts of fabric we could probably use.
Oh, you
Pride
want to
fabric.
use your pride silk for
No.
that?
Yeah, you got some
Jess,
nice.
do I have a cloak? Like a large
I
cloak
don't
for
know,
rain?
do you?
I don't know. For rain, it seems possible.
Yeah, sure you
know
got a
what?
cloak.
I would be happy to. I don't want to.
I'm just
Disturb
afraid you
any of
might
the
scare
followers
some
of
people
Fetlan.
with
Yes.
all of those weapons.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
But they came in handy when just now when the boat was attacked. But I will conceal them here, and I'll take out a cloak from my sack and
So yes,
try to hide them as best I can.
as you know, the Black Facet believes in doing absolutely nothing because life is but a dream and there is no point. I don't know. I just I like my trees. But yes, she was a member of the 100 Holy Ones and very outspoken about doing nothing. Yes.
What does the gray facet believe in?
Oh, well, that's a wonderful question. You know, there are many facets here in the tower, 12 to be exact. And the gray facet is focused on negotiation, foreign and domestic negotiation, bringing peace between countries.
How
and
about
people.
What about the stupid gold ones?
Or yellow?
Yeah, I think it was
Celebrity.
yellow.
Yes.
Gold?
There's a gold
Are
in
you
there.
asking about gold or yellow?
I
think it
don't
was ye-
know.
I think
it was
That-
yellow.
That one right there. And I point at the smiley lady.
Oh,
Hardy Trail.
well, the yellow is the facet of joy. They believe that the best way to praise Fetlan is through celebration and happiness and peace.
That sounds exhausting.
Well, I like my plants.
Have you seen a young man named Entrance? He looks somewhat like me, but with dark hair.
I have not heard this name. Let me think for a moment. I'm searching my memory banks. You know, I think Hearty Trail may have said that name at some point. The
Yes, we asked her.
the yellow to whom you were speaking recently.
Interesting.
Really? Are there any humans here who have been here for years, studying scholars, studying the ways of Fetlan?
As you can see, he gestures to the very large room that is filled with people bustling all around. You know, huge warehouse of people entering and exiting through the huge doors and into a door on the far end, and going through another door over on the left western side of the room. He says, as you can see, there are many, many people here. Humans, tabaxi, dragonborn, kobold, halflings. Many people.
Yes.
Many stay. Many go. But
Icy
I
Trick,
always have my plans.
could you tell me where the stairs are?
Oh, the stairs, yes. Well, the stairs go up and down the tower.
Oh, okay.
From the first floor where you stand now, all the way to the 55th floor. So many floors, so many rooms. A huge tower have we. I love the natural elements of the tower. They look like flowers winding
Are the stairs
together.
visible from where we are? Or
Oh no, he points towards behind him. He says, if you want to reach the stairs, you will want to enter the room of announcement, which is that way.
All
You
right.
see, you've entered through the front gates, and over there is the travel area, and then over there is the room of announcement. The other areas of the first floor of the tower shoot from the room of announcement like roots from the trunk of a tree underneath the ground.
All right. To the stairs. Thank you, my friend.
she did not.
Do you, one more question before. Do you know where Violet Gift might be found?
Violet Gift? Well, that is a wonderful question. Let me think for just a moment.
In what facet is Violet Gift?
Oh no.
That's a great question. Ah, yes, Violet Gift. Violet Gift is the one who lived after the dragon attack.
Yes.
And,
Miraculous.
of course, she is of the brown facet.
And what do they believe the best way to serve Fetlan is?
The brown? Of course, what a good question. In fact, you may be a candidate for the brown facet, my tabaxi friend, with all of your questions. The brown facet is of creation. They are builders and inventors. Their symbol is the circle. You see, each of our facets, we have a symbol.
Oh, Lord.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Wash us with your flowers and stuff.
I just wondered if you know which floor Violet Gift, where she resides.
Jasper.
Sorry, I just think she might be interesting to talk to. First.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Before Burden of Chains?
Perhaps.
Depends what floor she's on.
Yeah, I'm just wondering
Yeah,
what
is she on the
floor.
lower floor?
Maybe she's on the second floor, perhaps. Maybe she has a first floor apartment.
He thinks about it for a second, and then he says, I'm not quite sure where she is right now, but let me think where I saw her last. Yes, I don't know where she is, but she's been spending a lot of time contemplating. And the contemplative activities floor is the 5th.
That's excellent.
Thank you. All right.
Great, thank you for your time.
Well, it's been lovely speaking with you, and I
Yes.
think we must be going.
Plans be with you.
Yes.
Yes, and forget not, my name is Icy Trick.
We will forget you not.
Ah, that is one of my favorite flowers.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay.
Fist
So
forward.
Jasper sprints across the room, keeping the weapons under his cloak.
Pretty fast.
This is, my friends. This is scarier than what was beneath the castle.
The call. Mm-hmm. Absolument.
So, to what direction are you guys walking?
The stairs.
The
Towards
con-
the announcement
Room
room.
of
The
announcement,
announcement
yes.
room.
Okay, so you walk deeper into the tower through the vast foyer into, if you could believe it, an even more vast room. You walk past on your left what was referred to as the travel area. a little hallway leading that way, and then huge doors again, just like the front doors, 100 feet wide, 100 feet tall, white crystal doors. And you go into that room, and you enter a room that must be the size of 4 football fields. It is massive, a dome, a crystal dome with geometric patterns echoing down from the center, both natural and geometric patterns. And around, there's the huge opening behind you, and around the room you see 6 other openings at different edges of the room, and you see pilgrims, leaned over, carrying a stick, wearing their hood. Maybe some of them don't have their hood, milling around, walking across this massive space. In the space, there are various crystal chairs that have sprouted up out of the floor, but they're all separated. They're not sort of in rows or anything. But there are crystal places to sit throughout this massive room. And you also see a few tabaxi in the different of the 12 colors walking through the space.
Is it obvious where the stairs would be, or we can't tell?
Roll survival.
Can I help him?
You can help him.
13.
You look, having gone through these huge doors, you look through the east, and you see you manage to make out something that sort of looks like the symbol of some stairs near or over an opening that is to the east of you. Another archway.
Gesture to the party and proceed to the stairs. Or proceed to that opening.
So you guys head over there?
Yes.
Okay, you head to the opening. There's a big archway, and then huge stairs, big, long, wide, deep. Each stair is very wide and very deep. Like you could put 20 people shoulder to shoulder on each stair, and it's a spiral staircase, and it goes up, 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 up.
All right.
And
Let's
if you
do this.
stand in the very center and look up, you see this the golden spiral of light.
Oh, wow.
Yes. In white crystal, white opaque crystal.
What if you turn into a spider and we go up the stairs together?
Why don't we just take them stairs like normal people?
Oh, okay. I just thought it'd make a big impression on everyone.
Daphne is huffing and puffing after the second floor. This is going to be
Where are
a
you
day.
guys going?
Should we go?
Fifth
Should we go
floor.
to the 5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to the 5th floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's where you go. You walk and walk and walk. As you walk up the floors, you see words that are sort of part of the crystal over archways as you climb. And the 2nd floor has the word dining halls on it. The 3rd floor has library and storerooms on it. The 4th floor is labeled 12 chapels.
What's that?
Should we ask? There's 55 floors.
Well, you're going to the 5th
Well,
floor.
can't see much further than where you're at.
You're not going to see the signs unless you go all the way up.
No, I know. I was thinking. Wonder what
I
they
mean,
each
we're
say.
gonna our adventure's gonna stay in this for the
I
next
guarantee
year or
you.
two, right?
I mean, if you want to know what every floor is, I'll tell you. That's not an issue. I have it all written here. So I'll live. So the 4th floor says 12 chapels, and then when you get to the 5th floor, you see contemplative activities
I thought the whole tower was a contemplative activity floor.
over the arch.
Yeah.
And do you walk through that arch?
Yes.
I need a minute. She's just like,
Daphne
beet
is
red.
the floor below you
Yeah.
as you land there, and you hear her
Just
panting.
echoing through the spiral, like,
What happened to Daphne?
Swearing below
Did we
her
lose her?
breath.
Una, how's everything going for you?
Una's great.
What if someone's looking at you and sort of trying to read how you're reacting to the situation? What does it look like?
Una looks like that she's mildly left her body. It's like, she's a little glazed over, like just in terms of kind of in line with what Daphne was feeling of just kind of the scale of the place and the seeming leisure and choice of the people, is she's finding it very irritating. Yes.
So you guys head into the floor of contemplative activities.
Yes.
Okay, so you go in there, and there's a large open space with little spokes heading out in different directions, and you see there are 6 different arches branching off of a large open space, and one has an image of what look like little vines and grapes on it, and another one has an image of kind of like almost a flask shape, like a tube and then a bubble, and then another one has what looks like sort of a weave kind of thing symbol, and then there's another one with a knife sticking into some wood, and there's another one with an open book on it, and then another one with like a rock with little dots falling onto it, and that's how the 6 rooms are marked. And you see 1 or 2 tabaxi walking in between each room.
What color are their robes?
You know, the color.
Brown? I'm looking for brown.
You don't see a brown robe, but you do see a blue robe and a bronze robe.
Excuse me.
Which one?
Sir, madam, well, why not the bronze robe? Why not? Yes, or no, yes, bronze robe, yes. Hello. Excuse me, we're looking for Violet Gift. Have you seen her?
Oh, I believe so.
Ah, excellent. Where is she?
Yes, I just saw her in the glass blowing room.
Ah, and where is that exactly?
Look at this.
The
There was a
person sort
flask,
of
right?
points really obviously at
To the
the
flask.
kind of condescendingly, but not very because they're pacifists, but just kind of like at the flask looking thing.
Kind of in a mutual wit. We're sharing a wit here.
What's the bronze facet all about?
Ah, well, I appreciate you asking that question. My name is Ison Summer, and I am a very supportive member of the Bronze Facet. As I'm sure you already know, we are all about mathematics. Numbers, solving, science. You see, the true praise of Fetlan and the true way to solve praise is to find the solution.
Interesting.
And so we are always looking for the solution.
What's 17 times 23?
The person instantly answers the question.
Correctly.
391.
Oh, you got it really fast.
They just instantly answer the question.
Wow, you got it. You actually got it really fast. Yes,
But
you really-
quicker than...
Yes, you are. You
Okay.
are truly.
That's impressive. What's the derivative of the cosine of x?
They say the right answer, but they take a little moment.
Una is disappointed
Let's go.
because she thought the flask room was going to be booze making. And it's very sad to discover.
I think that would be the grapes.
Oh, she's gonna go.
There was a grapevine one, I think.
There was. This is right.
She's gonna go peek in the grape room.
Are you?
Yep.
So you go while they're talking to this bronze person who's wearing a very classy bronze robe with it feels metallic in vibe. You go and you peek into that room and you see what looks like an indoor garden. And there are vines all over this room. So it's a big arching room. The ceiling is somehow glowing in a way that is almost solar, and there are vines all over this room in rows, and you see grapes on the vines.
She audibly groans.
And you see one tabaxi is sort of tending to these vines and picking something and snipping something and that sort of thing.
Una, we're gonna go this way.
I asked the icy summer.
Ice in summer.
Yeah, ice.
Not to be confused with icy trick. Ice in summer.
What do you think of the black facet?
Well, I enjoy solving equations, and the black facet enjoys doing nothing, so I respect them.
You respect you respect all facets equally.
Of course.
Why?
Fetlan is a deity of constant giving and love. I just simply believe that numbers are the best way to find solution.
If it's the best way, then which one's the worst way?
There are no bad ways. There's only the way I choose. We are all different, you see. We are all leaves in the same tree, a green facet member might say. In my mind, we are all solutions to the same value. Not unlike absolute values, because an absolute value of a negative number or a positive number.
Oh, it's nice meeting you.
All right, maybe we should
Into
enter
glass blowing.
the glass blowing room.
You guys are going to the glass blowing room.
This is where we get TPK.
Yeah, some glass is gonna get blown.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Is this the island of Murano? Are we in Venice?
Ooh, pretty.
So you head into the glass blowing room, and you see.
I can read my notes.
Yes, if you've been to Venice, you'll. In fact, we'll do a bad Italian accent. I'll try to do an Italian. If you've been to Venice, you may. If you've been to a big glass blowing place, you may have seen something like this. There are some kiln oven things, and there are some folks putting long things of glass into a thing, and then they're glowing and they're coming out, and someone's doing something with a bellows, and then you see a tabaxi in a brown robe who is blowing into a metal tube, and multicolored glass is expanding out of the other end of the stick.
Is everybody's glass multicolored?
No one else is blowing glass. You see sort of worker types that are heating things.
But there's no like glass anywhere else that has color.
There are bars of glass that are in a rack. There are bowls of glass with different colors, some colors mixed together, that are on shelves. There's like a bowl of sand.
And this is a female tabaxi in the brown robe.
Yes, she is calico in coloring tabaxi. She is shapely. If you want to be attracted to a cat woman, this could be her. This could be she.
Let's save that for the reading.
Violet! Violet gift.
Jasper approaches her.
Why don't you, let's see, she's gonna roll something. She's gonna roll a Constitution save.
No.
Yeah. So she's blowing that, and it's beautiful, and it's expanding, and you go, Violet gift! and she goes, and you see the glass on the end of the thing, like, ripple a little bit, and ripple, and, oh no!
That looked pretty cool.
And she looks at you and says, it was. It was.
It still is.
And she starts
Yes, I think
she starts rolling it back and forth in something to reshape it, rolling it in some sand or something like that to reshape it and fix it.
Pardon me, Jasper. Do you want to take the lead, or shall I?
Or do you want me to take the lead?
Oh, take the lead.
It was a beautiful. I will miss it.
Oh,
Hello.
we're terribly sorry.
But life is a dream, right?
Oh,
That's
No?
not hers. She's brown.
I've heard it from 2 different people so
Oh.
far. I heard it from
yes, it is a popular concept among those who praise Fetlan. You see, if we believe that when we die, we continue in another way, then it makes sense to maybe not do anything in this life, you know? But we of the Brown, we believe that we must leave our mark upon the world and bring peace to others through building. Yes, building, construction, inventing. You see, if we give to the world and give to the future people, we will change everything for the better and give of ourselves in the world. So we do not believe that life is a dream.
That's great. What did you invent?
Oh, I have invented many things, yes.
Like what?
Well, I invented a type of spoon that makes it so that people don't spill things so easily.
That's a very cool invention. Can I see it?
I don't have it with me. I was in the middle of my form of prayer, which is contemplation. You see, if I build these beautiful pieces of glass and hand them out to pilgrims in the foyer, my love and my giving will go with them, and it will be peaceful and good.
Well, excuse, we don't mean to interrupt, madam, but we heard tell of the horrible incident on the lake with the boat and the dragon attack, and we're wondering if we could ask you a few questions that might help us get to the bottom of this and prevent this creature from killing others in the future.
Yes, it seems that Fetlan had a plan for you and spared you when others were not so lucky.
Yes, it was a horrible day. Horrible. And she, you know, you can't see her skin because it's covered in fur, but you feel like she blanches a little bit, and she looks a little unhappy and scared, and you feel like you've brought up some trauma. Roll insight.
I can do that. Let's do this one. Ooh, that's only a 12.
Womp.
I know.
You feel like she's blowing this glass not only to make things but also to take her mind off of things. And your recent issue with the stuff makes you pick up on that even more.
Yes.
So she says, yes, it is something I try not to think about.
Go ahead, please.
That's great, because we need to talk about it. Was it a dragon that did this?
You see another attack just happened, and we think if we can understand better what is the force that is behind these attacks, we may be able to prevent them from happening in the future.
Roll persuasion.
Can I help him?
You may. He's going to have one of his normal DCs this time. Jasper DC.
21. She
She said, and that was with help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled
And
the
also,
same thing
212s.
twice.
my health is saying that an attack just happened to us. We've just been through the same thing.
She
And
says,
some pilgrims.
I don't know. Number one, I don't know if I should trust you. You see, we don't want the word of danger to spread throughout the land. And number two, I just really don't want to talk about this. You know, it is very horrible thing that happened.
My friend, if we want the word not to spread throughout the land, the surest way to do that is for us to.
But you have already rolled.
No, I know.
So
We are here
No,
to stop
but
it.
you know,
We're here.
I completely understand because the same thing just happened to us when we were on the boat here on the lake. A horrible creature came from the water and tried to kill us, and in fact did kill a few people on the boat. And
But you also helped that roll, so
Yes.
something
Yeah,
from
and
the
it
less
would have
worthy
killed
people.
a whole lot more people if we hadn't been here, and we were sent here specifically to help with these issues. And Mr. Icy Trick downstairs told us about the murders, and we have been given information, so other people have trusted us with this information, and that is literally the reason why we are here.
We're
I
here
to
see.
help.
I see. Why don't you roll persuasion?
And maybe, lady, instead of your glass bowls, you could think about how your experience could benefit others. I just rolled a 19. So it's going to
Damn.
be a
Showing
20.
the-
That
Sure.
last word sounded like intimidation.
I can do either.
Frustration.
She says,
It'll be a dirty 20%.
well, I have heard something from three
Who's the
of your
bard?
groups, so I feel maybe a little more comfortable. I just, the memories really bother me. You see, I was on the boat returning to the island, and a dragon swooped down from the sky, and both of its claws latched onto the railing of the boat and pulled it up into the air, capsizing the boat completely, throwing it over. And everyone around me drowned.
How did you manage to survive?
Have you heard of the spell Air Bubble?
No. But I
It
bet
is
they
a
have.
spell that makes a bubble of air around your head.
well named.
Very quick thinking.
So you can
This-
cast magic.
Yes.
Can
Are
you?
you joking about my struggle?
No, not at all. What color was the creature that you saw?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I must return to my glass. She goes and starts to try to reshape the piece of glass. I'm sorry. This was a very difficult time for me.
Of course.
I will speak with you later.
Thank you.
I thought
We're sorry for bringing up
I
painful
thought
memories.
you were. I thought you were gentle people.
As,
Say we leave.
as we're
No.
leaving, Daphne is going to ask for you have done such a beautiful job with these projects. Would you make something for me today? And she's gonna like talk about something, you know, like super ornate or whatever that'll keep her busy, you know, so she can to give her something to do.
Okay. You are interesting. You have a sadness about you.
I recognize it in you too.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Why are you so sad? Did you see something terrible as I did?
I did. And I know your burden is relatively new. I've been carrying mine for a while, and it never really goes away, but it gets easier, you know? There will be good days and bad days, but at some point you will have more good than bad.
she says, "Come, I will tell you, what happened on this boat, if you want to know."
If you want to tell me.
And she leans in and speaks just to you. I clung to the underside of the capsized boat, watching my friends drown. The pilgrims, the people who had come to praise us. I saw the dragon swooping around the boat, his shadow on the surface of the water. He clawed at the underside of the boat, which was the roof over my head. It faced the surface. I waited for a long time, surrounded by the dead, and then I swam out. I was the only person that survived. You know, there's been talk around the tower of Parvus being more insular rather than giving. And after seeing how peace led so many to death, I wonder if perhaps that's the way to go, after all, drawing in on ourselves where things are safe. She glances towards Lord Hans. I do not trust easily. Perhaps no one else should either.
I think the ability to be giving and loving, even when faced with trauma, is a gift in itself, and I think you are wise to continue to share it if you can.
Well, there have been words around the tower about maybe drawing in on ourselves, and I'm thinking of this. But I hear you.
Thank you for trusting us with this, and I suppose we will leave you to your work and come back later for the piece.
Please tell your friends to be more careful with the feelings of others.
Yes, yeah, there are a few who could learn a bit more about that. But believe it or not, they're improving.
So she goes back to working on the glass.
Yeah.
What was
Okay.
it you said, by the way? I didn't.
Oh, she said that the air bubble was a spell that created a bubble of air.
Oh, you
I
said.
simply
Okay.
simply said it was a good name.
Okay, so
Bad time to make a joke.
Way to save the situation, Daphne.
right. Yay, trauma. Right, so, okay, well, do we have 14 floors to climb now? Do I need to make
Yep.
peace with my god?
Only 14 more floors to
Oh.
go.
Well, we can take frequent west, and you can tell us what she said.
No,
What
only
you
10.
said.
We're on the fit. We're going to. What are we on?
We're
We're
going
going to
on
the
19.
19.
We
We're
gotta
going
go
to
19.
19.
But
I
just,
want
to
to
piggyback ride?
but to speed up
Please,
the
yeah,
process,
but well, yeah.
maybe we won't look at every arch as we go.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no, we should make it
Every arch.
Every arch.
We gotta.
'Cause
If
maybe
we have to
wanna stop at
escape,
one.
what do we gotta find our way out of here?
Are you guys?
We go down the stairs.
So you guys are going to floor 19?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Linens.
And as we're going, she doesn't have a lot of breath to spare, but she will try to fill you in on
take her
what
time.
happened and,
Yeah.
you know.
We can take a rest
Politics.
every third floor and eat some good berries and
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll definitely take that piggyback for the back
course, we
7
didn't- we
flights.
didn't
So
ask-
that sounds like it was
Yes.
a real dragon, not maybe one of these phantasmal creatures.
That was claws
I
and
don't know.
She
Doesn't
definitely
matter.
said she saw a dragon.
yes, claws.
She seemed very sure of it.
Well, that was depressing.
Are dragons indigenous to Parvus?
It was so depressing. We
think
didn't
they're
even
rare
ask her
in
about
all of,
entrance.
The continent, but not
I have never
unknown.
seen one.
And if there's stuff that's not part of your current mission that you find really intriguing, I'd like you to remember it so I can prepare it for next time. Of course, I can improvise any random fucking place you want to go, but you know, if there's something that sounds interesting, let me know. All right, so you keep climbing. You pass the 6th floor is the healing floor.
By the way, do you guys want to know what the spell Lightning Bolt does?
Lord Hans.
You're-
Time and a place, Lord Hans. Time and a place.
Have you heard of the spell Fireball? I can tell you what that does.
Have you heard of the spell Silence?
Zing.
We can.
Una's just taking all this personally because she didn't know what air bubble was. So she's like,
Really?
she's just reading it as Hans is making fun
That would
of
have been
her.
useful on a ship.
Yeah, look at that. You're creating, you're riveting your own party.
I don't need to play it out, but I think Daphne would want to peek at the healing level just to see anything interesting, some good salves or whatever that maybe someone would be giving about.
Sure. Are you going in there, or are you just peeking your head in
Yeah,
to
but
see
I
what's
think
going on?
we don't need to, but I think if there's medicine that looks
So you peek
good,
your head
then-
in.
yeah.
You peek your head in the 6th floor arch, and you see another room that has spokes. Four rooms going off of it. There's one that has a symbol over it that looks like a bandage. There's another one that has a bandage, but it has little like little
Sparks,
little
yeah,
sparks
or
coming
whatever,
off around it. There's another one that has like a face that's talking and a face that's listening, kind of like the 2 actor masks, but one's talking and one's listening. And then there's another room that has kind of an image of a bandage, but with sort of almost a fountain symbol coming off the top of it. And
that's interesting.
yeah.
You go to that last one.
So are you leaving these guys on the stairs?
But
Well,
yeah, I mean, if it's just
yeah,
while they're
but-
bickering,
no.
whatever, they just yeah. 1 minute too. You can come if you want, but yeah, just there may be some useful things for us to take on the road.
Sure.
All for sure.
Okay, give me
One big happy party.
moment.
Well, especially after we go this talk therapy room that we're about.
I know.
Right?
I hear it's very good to be the one that's.
Well, you said
listening.
you're going to the one with the fountain above it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me just a sec.
Yeah.
Can't believe he's prepared all 55 floors.
Can't wait till we go to that comedy floor.
Improv.
Improv comedy floor.
No, we are not going to the floor. We've sat through enough of those. There used to be a
Oh,
one-on-one
look, there's a modern
classes.
dance floor.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you go over that to that room, and there is a tabaxi in the archway, wearing a royal blue robe, and that tabaxi, male in nature, looks at you and says, I say, what business do you have in the room of experimentation?
Oh, this is interesting. Pardon the intrusion. I am a member of a traveling party, and I have
Heroes.
of heroes.
You're not there.
Wait, I thought we were there.
Yeah,
Are
we're
you-
all,
you
I
can't
think
if
we're
you-
Are
all
you all going?
If you
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, you can or not. It doesn't matter. I have been practicing medicine for some time, and I think it is important to learn about different techniques. Perhaps if there are, different salves or something that you might be able to show me or share.
Well, this is a room where we experiment to find new ways of healing people. So, I don't know what we might have for you here. Yeah, you're a human, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Last time I checked.
you have the features of a human. You can never tell. Well, this room is for tabaxi monks, like myself. I'm a monk.
Oh, are you?
Oh yes.
Then how did you find your way to medicine?
Well, healing is very important. You see, I'm of the blue family.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, thank you. Yes, sorry, thank you for your time.
Do you guys think we should go floor by floor?
Just the Band-Aid one, really quick.
Sure.
You wanna-
Yeah.
You go to the other room?
Yeah, I want the Band-Aid one.
Magical Band-Aid or normal
I
Band-Aid?
think I can do
We can go to
magic
all
stuff.
of them. Let's
Yeah.
go to all of them.
Okay, I don't
No,
want to.
Yes,
Okay.
when are we going to be
Okay.
in the Tower of
Yeah,
Contemplation
that's true.
again?
All right.
Never.
Steven, what are you talking about?
Yes, let me try the one with the Band-Aid.
All right, give me a moment.
Thank you.
I think your cousin's in one of the joy rooms or whatever.
The what now?
Joy rooms?
What's that?
The like happy place.
Yeah, happy people.
It's the cousin.
Yeah.
Was he?
The dark.
I think he's in the
Morose.
sad room. Do they have a room of sad
Okay,
people?
so you head over to the room with just a bandage
Yeah.
symbol over it, and you are met there by a tabaxi in a royal blue robe. The one that you talked to before was black with white stripes, and this cat is white with black stripes and has the same accent. And says, "Well, welcome to the room of healing."
So thank you, and I will repeat that spiel of like, we're traveling heroes. I practice medicine. Is there anything interesting to learn or to maybe take on the road?
Well, of course. You see, this room is the room of healing, and that room is the room of magical healing, and that room is the room of experimentation on healing. And that other room, well, I already forgot. I need some healing right here in my mind. Well, so this is the
The
healing
talking
room.
room. The talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
the talking.
That is the talk therapy room.
Yes,
Of course.
talk therapy. We're not going to do the talk therapy,
Yes.
I think.
So you want to check out the room of healing, do you?
If I may.
Well, I don't know. I suppose.
Sounds great.
I suppose you can look at it. Come on in.
Okay.
And you go inside and you see like 5 different people that are sort of in hospital beds of a sort, but it's a crystal room, a room of white opaque crystal. But you see people laying on beds of thatch with pillows under their heads. One person has their leg elevated, being held up by twine and string in the air, and it has what looks to be a medieval cast around the leg,
Is that Nona?
made of clay and clay and I don't know, clay.
Yeah,
Plaster.
sure. Play.
Plaster.
Plaster.
And you see another
mache.
person who has something on their forehead, and water is dripping down around them as they moan. And there are those people around the room, and this person who let you into the room comes in with you and says, "Well, as you can see, we practice healing here. We're healing these people the way that we know how.
Which is how?
Well, with medicine, of course.
Yes.
Practice of medicine. You know, if a bone breaks, you put the 2 pieces together, and
I'm familiar with the concept. yes. I think this is a good way to treat a broken leg. So do you use medicine to help your patients? Do you give them anything to make them feel better, to imbibe or put on their skin or anything
well,
like
we
this?
have herbalism kits that we use, and medicine kits, and we use our knowledge of medicine, of course. You know, there's 4 humors in the body, and sometimes it's important to drain blood.
Yes. Would I?
They each have a different color, don't they?
Leeches.
There's red bile and red bile.
Might I look inside this medicine kit that you have?
Of course.
To see, okay.
Right there's a medicine kit.
Thank you.
I'll give a
So
good
let's-
berry to each of the people that
That's
are
nice.
like lying down sick.
It's like, "Wing!"
What's inside?
As you try to do that,
Yeah.
the guy stop. As you try to do that, the fellow holds out his hand and he's like, "Hold on! This is not the room of magical healing. This is the room of regular healing. And in this room, we heal people in non-magical ways. That is how we praise Fetlock. That's how we do our duty. So please do not interrupt our process. These people have all requested to be treated in a non-magical way."
Hassan is just like dumbfounded, like he doesn't know what the fuck to say.
And by the way, my name is Clankin' Bottle.
Clanking
It's
bottle, I
nice to
love
meet you,
it.
Clinton
And I'm of the blue facet.
Oh, you
which,
should
of
tell
course,
them
is
what
the-
that is.
Yes, we do
Yes,
know about it.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Is the
I
facet
don't.
of protection.
Oh, we didn't know that.
Protecting
Oh,
others.
oh, yes, we did it. Yeah, that is important.
Yes, protection.
So you think the best way to serve Fetlan is to protect other people?
Yes, yes, but not with the use of force, of course, but rather just through our bodies and our shields
Yes.
and our words.
Yes.
Yes,
Our action.
and your fists.
Have you seen a young man with a
If I can
cast?
stop a blow with my fist, then I have protected you.
Have you seen a young man with a countenance similar to mine, but black hair, black of hair, dark of hair, fair of skin?
Who has been here for many years,
8 years.
engaged in scholarship and research, and
Well,
A human.
this sounds like someone my friend Hardy Trail once spoke about.
damn.
She told me she had a friend with long black hair who was here.
Yep.
I think we.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you should talk to Hardy Trail.
Thank you. We
Thank
will.
you.
Do you enjoy talking to Hardy Trail?
Well, she's very uplifting.
Is there anything
Lie to
interesting in the
us.
medicine kit?
It's a medicine kit.
Okay, I've heard of the herbalism one, not the medicine one. Okay, so that's sort of what's available.
Can we take one of these to go?
What if we go next door to the room of
Isn't
magic?
that-
You
sure.
want one?
We can.
Sure.
You don't want one?
I'll take the medicine kit. I mean,
Yeah,
gonna
medicine
take
kits
the-
are
the-
good, actually.
yeah.
Well, you can both have medicine kits.
Thank you.
Oh,
this
wow,
this
thank
will help
you.
us out.
As long as you
Protect.
promise to follow the way of the motionless bird.
I promise.
You may
What
not
does
wanna
that
do
mean?
That's,
That's the woman who
I think
sacrificed
that's
herself.
non-violence.
What did
Extreme
you just
You
say?
will never lift a hand to hurt another person, no matter the
Nope,
circumstances.
can't
No.
do it. Sorry.
Can't
Okay,
you?
so roll deception, Daphne.
If I have to, I'll give back the medicine thing.
Yeah, you
I'm
give back.
gonna use my inspiration. That no, the gods do not want me to get that. Nope, it's a 6.
You don't want to guidance yourself?
I don't I don't believe in
Self-guidance.
doing that. Yeah,
Okay, so
so it's fine. But no, you are right.
Yeah, it's like how I just made a character and didn't give them silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, it's too lame.
Yeah.
But I did give them all guidance to guidance themselves. So the guy is like, I'm sorry. I don't think we can part with this medicine kit, but I do appreciate your spirit. Indeed. And he puts it away.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Should we go next door?
Yeah. Let's go.
So which room are you going to
Are
now?
we doing talk
the-
therapy? Is
the-
that the
no.
The
other
That'd
one.
be interesting.
Daphne's not going to try talk therapy.
I think Entrance has probably been in there.
You can poke your head in there if you like. I'm not
Make
going.
I will. I'm gonna go ahead and poke my head in the talk therapy room.
What do you make of Hardy Trail's lie? I
I
wonder if Enchan.
As they
will get
leave,
to the bottom
Luna
of it.
wants
I-
to
we
try
could-
to intimidate the guy to get the medicine kit for Daphne. she's like, look, buddy, we just saved the lives of a bunch of your pilgrims and people coming here lifting a hand against a hideous beast. So I think it may be in your best interest to let us have one of these medicine kits for the next time one of your pilgrims may be in danger.
I get the feeling that all these people really piss you off. All right, roll intimidation.
We'll see.
Wow, that intimidated me.
No. How much intimidation do I have? Fuck it, I'm gonna use my inspiration. I want the kit. Yeah, it's slightly better. 13. She's trying.
Okay, the guy's like, oh my. Well, come to think of it, your friend was rather convincing. After all. And he hands it to Daphne.
Oh,
no,
I'm still
I
there.
thought she
Yeah,
left.
I thought,
They
yeah,
left.
they're,
I was-
she's
They
by
handed
her
you.
lonesome.
I'm
He
like,
hands it to you. Will you please give this to your friend?
I will.
Well, okay. Please don't hurt me. Thank you.
You know what I've realized?
I
is
won't.
We could just take the cat, and there's
Today.
nothing they can do to us. There are no guards.
Raspberry, you surprised me.
I'm gonna stick my head in the talk therapy room for a second. Be like, hello, hello, is anybody here?
Hello. He doesn't like talking.
He's got some feelings.
You're interrupting somebody's section.
I had a terrible love affair
No,
with a woman in the woods.
There's like a sound machine going. Shh.
I was thrown over
What's
for a
that you're
prince.
saying about your mother?
Is there an argument room?
Right. Oh no, this is abuse.
You stick your head into the live therapy room.
Just to see it, yes, just to see if anybody's in there. I don't want to.
The blue light, and everyone's doing it now, and I get that, but it's actually not a good way to go
And
Here's
for
some people talking to
anybody
each other.
who's struggling with sleep problems. If you're going to do any activity before you sleep,
Hello.
I think they're busy,
expose to
Lodons.
something, which is awful. And that it might be like, okay, I've read it, now I'm just going to go right away
Fascinating.
and write
Fascinating.
about
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Here's two people talking.
Whatever it is you
You
do
knock on the door. They don't answer
it
the
to
door.
All right.
take care of you.
I'll come back to this
feel
later.
empowered and to advocate and say, this
Magical
is why
healing,
this is not
please.
okay, and that this needs to be a wake-up call.
Do you know the spell of silence?
I don't know I'm getting so emotional over this, but why?
I have no interest
We're
in
still
these-
listening.
No, no. I would like to go
Fascinating.
to
You
the,
don't find this interesting? Fair enough. We'll head.
to
We
take
can.
it to the
We
magical
can
healing
move on.
room.
You go into the magical healing room?
Yes.
Okay, you go over there and there's you see a little cat, the smallest tabaxi that you've seen yet. He's gray, Russian blue type tabaxi, and he's also wearing a royal blue robe, and he says,
Hello. You have business here at the Room of Magical Healing?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Daphne. These are my companions.
We are heroes.
Oh, I've never met a hero before. Oh,
But now you've met 5.
oh wow. You're big. Oh,
So, you
my
know.
name's Dust of Chalk.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Dust of Chalk.
Yes, Dust
Yes.
of Chalk. My friends call me Dusty. You can call me Dusty if you
Dusty.
want.
Oh, does that mean we're
Hey,
friends?
Dusty.
Can we be? Are we?
You want to be friends with me?
Maybe. I would love to talk shop with you. I also practice magical healing. So maybe we can swap techniques.
Oh wow. We can protect a lot of people with magical healing.
Yes, a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you want to look at the magical healing room?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your name? You said your name's
Daphne.
Daphne. Oh, gee. You're real pretty.
I'm too old for you.
Well, okay. Well, right this way.
Thank you.
and he brings you into the room. He points to the room, and there's the same sort of setup
Yeah.
of like some sick people that are propped up and stuff. Except there's something magic about all of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you
The
have?
person's leg is just floating instead of in a cast and on a thing.
Right.
It's like just floating like that. And this other person has water dripping down their head, but there's nothing actually there. And yeah.
I don't suppose you keep a grimoire or something like this.
Oh, a grimoire? Well,
You
what
know,
does that
like
have
a
to do with
little,
healing?
yeah, but just like a record of the spells you use. You know, this patient we cast this. This patient is this.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just work here.
Sure.
I just, you know,
You like an orderly?
drip the potions in the mouth.
Sure. Ooh.
That's
Can you
what we
show
do.
me? Yeah. What
What
kind of
kind of
potions do you use?
Oh, well, we use healing potions, of course.
Oh, that's great.
Can you show
Those
me?
heal almost everything, don't they?
Yeah,
They do. Can you show me where you keep them?
Oh, of course. Well, there's a cabinet of healing potions right up there.
That's great.
Thank you.
Fog cloud.
All right. So I'm gonna open it.
Picks
Are
up
they?
the-
Una,
yeah. She just takes the whole thing, walks away.
don't jostle them against each other.
So you
I'm gonna open the cabinet.
you open up the cabinet, and there are rows and rows of potions with red liquid inside, and then there are a few that have different color liquid in them.
Lord
I think-
Hans, the bag of holding.
I think she'll look at the more.
Yeah, what it doesn't do.
What? yeah. She's gonna look at the more interesting, or not interesting, but mysterious.
So Dust of Chalk comes over to you as you're looking. He's like about as high as your chest. He's just a small little guy, and he's like,
Oh, what are you doing, Daphne?
Well, I was hoping that you might be able to educate me on what some of these different potions do.
Oh, well, I just use the red ones. Those are the healing potions. All the higher ups use the other ones. I don't know what they are.
Who makes these potions?
Oh, we do, or we import them. Who are you?
Hassan.
Oh, wow. You're a halfling. You're from here.
You're astute.
I'm a stute?
Is there
What's a stute?
You're a smart fellow.
is there a floor of
Oh,
potion
Never
brewing?
heard of a stute.
You source locally. Is there a potion brewing floor where you get it from?
Oh, well, I suppose. I don't know.
Do you have a supervisor that I could talk to?
I do, but he only comes around once in a while.
All right.
But I'll tell you what. Since you're so purty, I'll give you a potion for each of your friends.
Thank you.
What?
We have 5 other friends that couldn't make it to downstairs.
you have to roll deception.
Cocked.
Think of your friend Hardy Trails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 24.
He says,
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can have more potions,
I promise they will go to good use.
but I might lose my job.
Oh, we
But
wouldn't want that.
what if
Why
I-
would that happen?
Well, they're gonna know that
Well,
I used way more potions than I gave them away.
maybe we
Is
should
there-
Instead
only
of
take
doing
5.
what I was supposed to do with them.
That's yes. I,
Yes, we will.
How many would cause you to lose your job?
Well, I was gonna give you 5, and I don't know. You're really good at talking, so maybe I could give you 7.
We want
but
to help a lot
And
of
you would
people.
be okay then.
any more than that, and
No.
well, it's my first year being a monk.
Have you ever had good berries before?
Yeah, of course. Good berries, delicious.
Do you give them good berries as well?
Oh no, I just do what I'm told. I give them potions. You guys want some potions?
I'll take 1. I don't
Sure.
need
Yeah,
to.
just the one would be lovely. Thank you.
One apiece. We'll explain to our friends, but we can share them with our other friends.
so you guys just each taking 1 red potion?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you so much. I think this is a beautiful way to honor your bird.
My bird?
The bird god.
Yes. Well, not the bird god.
Oh, sorry.
There's like 3 or 4.
No, this
Including
is a
hers.
really beautiful gesture, and I wish you the best of luck in your practice, in your journey.
Well,
Feeling.
you know you're right. Fetlon is all about giving.
This is
Maybe
true.
I wouldn't lose my job if I gave you all the potions. I don't
All
know.
the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it
that
up,
sounds
please.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Make sure to keep enough for the
I
patients.
think yes. Keep them for
No.
these.
I think
Yeah,
maybe,
no.
Sick
maybe
people.
one of these blue potions might be good.
So you're looking at another one of the potions?
Yeah, the blue ones.
Do you want to try to figure out what it does before
Yeah.
you take it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll Arcana on it.
Can I do medicine instead?
You can.
Okay. No, that's not great. 12.
You don't know.
Let's.
Lord Hans, can
Yeah,
you, or
Yeah,
Daphne, can
I
you
could.
tell?
Let's. I think we should leave these poor people, sick people alone. I feel guilty enough after disturbing that old woman with my ill-timed jape.
So
You're showing remorse. This is This is
I know.
Remarkable.
surprising.
Well, he just had some talk therapy.
That's true. He just listened to some talk there.
Do you mind if I take a look at the blue one really quick? But I don't.
Sure.
Already did. Okay.
Of course.
Nope, this is a natural one.
There's
But
a couple
so it's
other
a
weird looking
nine.
ones.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's all right. I feel like maybe we can ask the attending when he or
You
she
see,
comes back.
you see a blue one, a black one, a white one, and a green one in the bottom shelf, and then the rest are red.
Yeah,
I think these potions are needed for these sick
Yeah, I
people
would,
that these people have to treat, and they've had their boat overturned by a dragon, and God knows what else is going to happen.
What's the coolest thing you ever seen one of these colored potions do?
Well, I just administer the healing potions.
Oh, you've never seen one of the higher ups?
I don't know, and people have a lot of diseases and stuff. Do you want one of these ones?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
The
Well,
ones that causes diseases.
if they're taking one, then I'll do an Arcana check
Pick one.
on the
I
black
like the
one.
white one.
Black
Oh.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be 14.
Taking a look at this potion, you realize that so when you took the Fey Touch feat,
Yes.
what spell did you take with it?
I took
Misty Step?
Command and Misty Step.
Okay. Do you have the Detect Thought spell already?
I do.
Well, I think we.
Whoa. You realize that that this black potion would cause you to regain a spell slot when you drink it.
This black potion here gives you back a spell that you've already cast.
Good.
That just sounds.
That's an odd one to have here. Doesn't seem like it would be all that necessary.
We
for
do
the
magical
patients.
healing if you know you need to
Yeah.
cure a bunch of wounds.
Yes, they would use it for their clerics, I suppose, but I feel too guilty to take this.
No,
He
yeah,
said
we
we
can.
could have 7.
I wash my hands of this affair. My hands are clean of this.
For
Of
reasons
this.
she doesn't understand, Una wants the white one.
Let's find out what the white one is.
I'll just take a red one.
Cool. White one's cool.
What was the other colors? Is there a green one?
Yeah, but one at a time. So you're gonna take the white potion? Okay, and you're not taking the blue potion?
No, not taking the blue one. I have a
Or
red one.
Sorry, the black. You're not taking the black one, Lord Hans?
I'm feeling too guilty. Hans feels bad for re-traumatizing the old woman.
Daphne is fascinated by both Lord Hans and Jasper in this entire exchange. It's like,
What about
It's
Jasper?
like Freaky Friday over here.
yeah, right? yeah. Yeah, huh. But wonders never cease.
Okay, so
What's a
Una
Jasper
takes a
do?
white potion. She doesn't know what
About
it
getting
does,
the extra
but she likes it.
potion.
So you've got a white potion. Are you just taking a regular healing potion?
I'm just taking a healing potion.
Oh, and a healing push. I took a red
Nope.
one too. No, I only
You
get
only
to
get
take
one.
Oh,
I thought the party decided the only.
Okay.
I
We
mean,
said we were going to
the kid said you could take 7,
all right.
so it's up to the party.
I'll take the white one still. Yeah,
Oh, we could take 7. If it's
I
not going to
would-
get him in trouble.
I'm
I
fine.
would like to, maybe later talk to the, the person who made these or whatever. But I think we've, taken enough of his time.
In the chop, I heard they have a saying: pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered.
I don't know what that means.
Don't be too
I get
greedy.
it. Don't take too much. But so are you taking a healing potion?
Yeah.
Okay. And Hassam, are you hunting around a little more?
Yep.
Okay, so you want to know what a green potion does?
If I can.
Okay. Takes a red potion. Hassam. Okay, you look at a green potion, Hassam. And you can roll nature or arcana on it.
That is a 15.
Okay, the green potion makes it so that you can speak with plants for 1d4 hours.
Ooh, I will take that. That sounds very me.
It's perfect, yeah.
I bet Hassan already thinks he does this though.
So did you just take red, or what are you up
Yeah,
to?
let's just take red.
Okay, so we got red, green, red, and white.
Can I
All
take
right.
can I take the black instead of the red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave him with a red, and I'm gonna take a potion of spell slot. As long as it doesn't harm the patients or fuck up their healing in any way.
The kid is like,
I think that giving you each one potion is gonna be okay.
All right.
I tell the kid what it does. I'm like, this allows you to speak with plants. It's very good for
Oh wow!
druids like me.
I wonder if someone had a fungus infecting their body, if we could talk to the fungus inside of them and tell it to go away. I hope to really heal people one day.
I think you will, Dusty.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll
thank
do.
you, Daphne.
You'll do it.
Yes, when it comes time and you have the power of magic, this will allow you to recast one spell that you've already cast that day.
Daphne, would you like to go steady?
Like I said, you grow up a little, you know, and who knows?
Whoa,
She's pretty
That's not a
learned
no.
already.
Yes.
gosh, I might need to join the red facet.
What's the red facet? Love or something?
That's right. I'm of the blue facet, protection. One day I'll protect a lot of people. But the red facet, that one's all about love and romance and such.
Did you
he
choose
kind of
this
flutters
yourself?
his eyelashes at Daphne.
It's just like,
Well,
yes.
Dusty, by helping us out, you're protecting a lot of
It
people.
is sweet, yes.
Una, what kind
Oh,
of potion
thanks.
did you get?
I got a white one.
And what does it do?
I don't know.
Also, I can take a look at that
Yeah,
later
do
for
you
you.
want us to look
We
at
could
it
do it
for you?
later. I feel like we should probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep
Get
ascending.
more floors? Okay.
Let's
yes.
move on.
Well, I'm about to use the restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanna roll Arcana on the white potion, you can.
All right. 26.
Oh, nice.
Okay, this makes thorny vines sprout from your body for 1d4 days, and anytime a creature touches you during that time, they'll take 1d4 damage.
Wow, that's cool. That's perfect for you.
Yeah, that's
actually.
really cool.
Wow.
Una.
We all picked the potion right for us. It
She
seems like.
didn't
Doesn't
know
sound,
why.
Sounds
but-
very uncomfortable, but that's what it does.
Very good.
So we're never leaving this,
Yeah.
this tower, right?
Now we're on the
Okay, so we
sixth
need.
floor.
Okay, so yeah, this is
Yeah,
the
we're
sixth
only on
floor.
the
We're going to
sixth.
19.
At least 19.
But then when we pass the scroll floor,
yeah. You know there's a scroll floor.
this is
But it'll
the,
be like the scroll of
this
meditation.
is the level
The
of
scroll of advanced
scrolls.
meditation.
That's true. They don't have like kill people scrolls. Kill and entrap people scrolls.
We can
Maybe
take
they
whatever
do.
we want. They won't do anything.
That's funny.
This is like the,
That's
the
David
We're like
Yeah.
thugs. We're like thugs now.
chain store shop.
We're heroes.
Yeah, I'll take this.
We
This, I'm a
become the
hero.
mob.
Just, I'll take this. Nothing?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
take
take
it.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, praise Fetlow!
You lost your job, go join the black facet.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything anyways. That's hilarious.
That does sound like a great.
You really
facet.
like that. You really built. I was really impressed with all that role playing.
Yeah, the care of-
The traumatized
Oh, thank
or
you.
Violet, swooping in, and connecting with Violet when she was feeling made fun of.
Yes. Sorry. She can't help that she had a heart of glass.
Can you imagine clinging to the underside of the ship, watching your friend drown
If that's
in the
what
water?
really happened.
Yeah. Yeah, the color of the glass she was making me suspicious.
Nah.
Yeah, well, you were asking about other colored glass.
Well,
What were
because
you getting at?
because he was saying that the color of her glass was the three colors that was the same color as the dragon.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
I think that's just her doing art
Processing.
therapy.
Yeah, it's her
You know.
reliving the trauma
Yeah,
in a
I
way that
don't.
she
Yeah,
controls.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody tell us we shouldn't be so trusting? Oh, that was her.
Yes, but it's a shitty club to be in, but you can recognize other
Daphne's
members.
trauma, I'm so curious about.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't there when she was talking about that.
Yep,
That's right.
We didn't hear it.
I'm
like you-
curious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you saw. I mean, you would have started to freak out on the boat, but
Yeah. And Lord
I don't
Hans
think
is
I
freak
did.
out.
yeah, you were busy.
it-
I was busy being
Wait,
an
was it-
octopus, failing at life.
Was it you who was like, nobody
I was
likes
busy
me?
being awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what was
Nobody
that?
likes
What,
me.
like the
When
the
you
guys
voices,
heard the,
when
like,
we got
oh,
the
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yours was
Like,
like
Marty
nobody
hates me.
likes
My
Yeah,
family
we were all in our own worlds, basically.
We all have a very different memory of that
Yeah,
experience.
we all had very
I'm just
different
firing
memories
the
of what
musket.
happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what you guys mean. That was awesome. I did great.
I saved everybody with my globe.
Oh my god, I forgot that you used the globe.
That's
She
right.
thought, nothing happened, and she
Globe was
thought.
awesome.
She was like,
I did the best move
Yeah, it
ever.
saved everybody.
Then she's
Yeah.
like, now I'm climbing on the octopus.
That was a pretty good moment. That moment.
Good.
And Hassan was like flopping around
Yeah,
on the deck,
Hassan
trying to
was
get up the
just
side of the ship.
Becoming sushi.
All right, so you guys exit the healing floor, and
Go to floor 7.
Can we sprint up to 19?
No, let's see what's 7.
What's in 7?
I mean you can
It's
always
like the
walk
du-
past the signs without
Yeah.
going in.
That's just
like-
true, depending on what the signs say.
It's like the opposite of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage or something. Every level is just absurd.
Right.
Theater
let's-
sports.
Let's continue to ascend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's 7?
Scrolls. Theater sports. Poisons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
T.
Poison.
Conversational animals.
Yeah, there's a floor for all
Animal
of us.
talk.
We never leave.
Extremely verbose animals.
Very rare, dangerous animals.
So you guys start climbing
yes,
Yes,
yes.
please.
Yes, we do.
past the healing floor. The next floor is the teaching rooms.
Interesting.
Pass. Says Daphne. Yep.
What's
Don't you think we should go meet?
is there are there libraries there?
We were past the library.
I wonder.
We're past the library.
Library was on the
Second
third floor.
All right.
Third floor.
All right. Fair
Oh,
enough.
third
I think
floor,
Burden
yeah,
of Chains is awaiting us. our
Yes.
arrival.
Burden of chains.
They
You
may
guys-
not know it.
You guys still going?
Yes.
so
Burden
I'm-
of
All
chains.
right.
Eighth.
Once you hit the 8th floor, each floor starts being a different color.
Oh.
Ah.
Like the floor, the walls are all one color as you go up, and the various facets and the sign on the wall above the archway says housing. And you see like. I don't want to say these in the wrong order, but just for example, you see brown, white, gray, red, beige, etc. And you keep walking up. Each floor is a different color, and you get to the 19th floor.
So all of them are housing? Was any of them yellow housing?
And what?
Yellow housing?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait. Yeah.
You may want to check to see if your cousin's on this fly.
Wait, what floor are we on?
Yellow.
Because you think because of joy, joy and
Yellow
celebration.
Yeah.
Yellow is the 16th floor.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
And because
Because Hardy Trail knows your brother.
Seems to
Yeah.
know.
And she's in the Joy Con
Smart.
event.
Yep.
thing.
all right, fair enough. We'll take a quick peek.
The halfling knows the ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though Daphne's been getting a piggyback, she's still breathing hard. Altitude sickness.
That's hilarious.
Maybe she feels something for the
That's right.
the monk. Maybe it's meant to be.
Yes,
are there any
yes, he's my true
tabaxi
love.
nearby?
So you go into this, and every surface of crystal is a bright yellow. And there is, again, like a big opening, and then it has halls going off of it in 3 directions. And when you look down the halls, you see doors along the halls, and it has, kind of an apartment building feeling. And you also hear light music and laughter. You see down the hall, there's a person in a yellow robe walking by. You see someone in a yellow robe walking away down a hall. and you hear a little laughter and a little music.
Excuse me, friend.
You're calling out at the person that's walking away from you.
Yes, exactly.
So that would be down the hall. That's straight ahead.
Yes, my friend. A moment of your time.
Sure. Give me 1 sec.
You have a joke prepared?
Let's see. Why did the tabaxi cross the road?
Oh, careful now. Careful. Careful. You don't want to remember.
We're trying to make friends here.
2 tabaxi walk into a bar.
All right.
2 of the 100 going up.
Remember the guy that we encountered in who was afraid of being culturally inappropriate?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Afraid
From the Mage College.
disparaging the drow. I know many fine drow.
So, you call out at this person, and they stop and turn around, and you see this person in bright yellow robe.
Person?
It's a cat
Tabaxi.
person.
Yeah.
A bright yellow robe with a
Tabaxi are people too.
yeah. Cat people are people too, man. With and their face is also bright yellow. It's like a bright yellow cat person wearing a bright yellow robe, and they turn back around to you and say, "Oh, fancy meeting you here. See?
Well met, my friend. Well met. May I ask?
Hello."
Hello.
You shake
Please allow me to introduce myself.
You shake their hand and you feel a buzzing sensation. Gotcha!
He got you.
Oh, yes! Oh!
It's rather aggressive.
He
Tabaxi.
pulls a little horn out of his robe and goes honk, 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 honk.
Yes,
Pulls it away.
very amusing.
So
very
funny.
amusing. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Well met, my
name is Flickering Fire.
Yes,
Oh, honk, 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 honk.
my hilarious friend. I'm sure you'll keep me chortling for hours later. But for now, quickly, one question before I promptly leave the conversation. A human, fair of skin, dark of hair, a caste not unlike my own, has been studying here for 8 years. Have you seen him? Do you know him? He's a friend of Hardy Trail. Goes by the name of Entrance.
Oh, I was going to say Oblong. I've seen someone named Oblong.
Oblong, yes, perhaps that's him. Tell me of this
Oblong?
Oblong.
On long?
Has it been oblong since you've seen him? Since you've obscene him?
Oh, you're making jokes too. Well, we might have a yellow robe around here for you.
Oh, good one.
Oh. And he pulls a little flower up and like spurts some water on you.
Oh,
with the
flower! Let me take a whiff. Oh! Oh, my eyes!
Poison!
Jasper cast minor illusion of a bunch of people laughing behind him.
Oh, this is great.
Yes.
See, that's a great way to praise Fetlong.
A
Yes.
good room, a good room.
Great service.
Anyway, have you seen Oblong?
We'll be here all week.
I think I saw him once or twice on this floor. Friends with Happy Trails.
Yes.
Friends with Happy Trails. That's what I call her. Good name, Happy Trails.
Hardy Trail, perhaps?
Yes, an honest woman.
Yes, Hardy Trail, Hardy Trail.
Do you know where his chambers might be? Perhaps.
On Oblong?
Yes, where does he dwell?
Doesn't live here.
No?
No, this is where the monks live.
Ah, well, fair
The
enough.
sleeping quarters of the monks.
All right. Well, thank you for.
Where would he?
where did
Where
this-
would he sleep?
The rank and file.
Where do the visiting scholars bunk?
Oh, I don't know. He's a scholar. I don't know. You probably want to ask Hardy Trail about this Oblong person.
All right.
Ha ha!
Well,
You're a
so
natural.
so oblong, my friend.
Oh, we got a yellow robe waiting for you. Ha ha!
All right. Please. Anyway, I think we must be going.
We tried.
Yes.
As we leave, I cast minor illusion again. It's a bunch of geese honking.
And the person really appreciates it.
Yeah.
And he says his name is Flickering Fire.
Yes.
Yes.
And
I didn't ignore that.
so you guys go back to the stairwell,
Mm-hmm.
and you go up to the 19th floor.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you go up to the 19th floor,
I think I have vertigo.
Yeah, you've been walking around in circles quite a bit. So you go up to the 19th floor, and similar to what happened on the yellow floor, similar to what happened on the yellow floor, there is an open area. Everything is beige. It's a little bit more easy on the eye than yellow. There's a big open area, and there are 3 hallways shooting off from that area. And you see, someone in a beige robe down there. It doesn't have the same air of joy that the yellow floor had. But there you are.
Shall we? Jasper will approach the person down at the end.
Well, that person is walking away from you.
Jasper will message to the person and say, "Excuse me, could you come speak with us for a moment?"
Whoa. That person stops in their tracks and says, "Whoa," and turns around and starts talking to you.
Greetings, friend. We
Burden of change is what we're looking for.
And it turns around and says, "Whoa, did you just telepathically speak into my mind?"
Well, I did. I didn't want you to stray too far. I wanted to get your attention.
Well, I'm of the beige facet. You know we love to stray far.
Oh, yes. Tell me about what the beige believe. The beige believe.
Well, adventure, exploration, of course.
Really? At last, we meet somebody like ourselves.
Oh yes, except he looks at some of you have like weapons and stuff, and he's like, except we don't stab things and such.
Of course.
I generally don't stab things either.
Well, that's good to hear, seeing as you're halfling there.
Yeah, I tend to bite them.
We all practice in our own way.
Oh, well, that's violent, isn't it?
So do you go out and explore and go on adventures?
What's that under your cloak? Ah, see the shape of a weapon under your cloak.
Yes,
You're just happy to see me.
We're here.
Not on the yellow floor anymore, bro.
We have to have these in order to protect people. In fact, on the trip from Monkafa, our boat was attacked and some pilgrims lost their lives. But we successfully fended off this monster
Oh my.
and protected the rest of the pilgrims. The great majority of them survived. But I respect the ways of the tower, and I'm trying to keep these weapons concealed, and so as not to upset anyone.
I see. So you are adventurers, just as our facet is.
Yes.
Yes.
We are
Exactly.
heroes.
Well, much respect to you.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, how may I help you?
We're
We're
looking for
Burden of
burden of chains.
Ah, burden of chains, you say. Well, burden of chains room is down that hallway and off to the right.
Oh, would you take us there? It might be more appropriate than if we just went ourselves. We're guests here. What's your name?
Well, my name is Quirky Beauty.
Oh, I can see
I'm
that.
not the Quirky Beauty, but it's simply the essence of Quirky Beauty. That is my name.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jasper.
Yes, Hans.
These are our friends Una, Daphne, Hassam.
Yes.
And of course, I'm sure you've heard of Lord Hans of House Tamerwin and
I have
Elenia
not.
Toth.
But pleasure to make your acquaintance, as I see you love to explore. I'd love to borrow that tiara. Looks powerful.
What would you do with it?
Well, I'd wear it. Perhaps in the field.
What field?
The field of exploration.
Do you go somewhere?
Yes, our beige facet is all about adventure and exploration. We made some wonderful maps of the northeastern corner of the continent, for example. We travel all around,
Can we see these maps?
everywhere but Unskill. You may see our maps.
Have you been to
Where?
the Elven Dell in the north?
We cannot enter the Elven Dell, but we've been around it, of course.
And you said everywhere but Unskill, but surely you don't go to Liebenstein.
Oh, that is an intelligent question, my young cat friend. But you see, we are all about adventure. That is the best way to praise Fetlan. Is the adrenaline pumping through the veins, the feeling of being alive, discovering something new.
And what would happen if you were in Liebenstag and you were discovered by dwarves?
Well, life is but a dream, is it not?
Yes.
We would simply wake from the dream.
So where are these maps?
Well, maybe we should.
Going down the hall to see.
Let's speak to Burden of Chains.
And then perhaps look at the maps after.
Are there maps on a certain floor?
Oh yes, in the library. We have our map room, the beige map room in the library.
Okay.
Well, please lead the way.
Of course.
Corky, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Among your people, how are you named?
Well, the manner that you have heard, I suppose. What do you mean?
Like
Well, like some cultures, you do something and then your name is given to you by the thing that you did. I'm just wondering among I don't know if it's just a Tabaxi thing or just these people. You all have really interesting names.
Well, thank you very much. Well, the first part of our name is representative of an essence or an idea that our parents wish for us, or respect, or perhaps even something that they wish to not enter our lives. It's a signpost of sort. But the rest of our names, for we have very long names, in fact, is composed of locations and other sundry. Well, that's a great question.
It's interesting.
Very edifying.
Have we been walking to?
Yeah, Burden of Chains room.
Is there a faction that's good at figuring things out?
Well, that's an interesting question. The white facet is the facet of information.
Ah, well, we've not run into anybody from the goddamn white facet now, have we?
And their symbol is the right arrow pointing right. That's the symbol of the white. Yes. And of course, the silver is the facet of language.
Of course.
What did you ask again? Not about information, but
About solving problems?
solving problems. Well, of course, the bronze is the mathematics facet, as you may know.
Yes, we know this.
What about investigation, perhaps?
Well, I suppose that would fall to the white.
Okay. That sounds great. Thank you.
Well, I see we've arrived here at room 193, the room of Burden of Chains.
Knock, knock, knock.
You knock on the door? Great. Okay, the door opens up, and you see someone who's in her pajamas of sorts, whatever they wear under their robes.
The cat's pajamas.
You see a cat in pajamas, all beige pajamas, and she looks to have just woken from a nap.
Cat nap, nice. Cat's pajamas, cat nap, nice. We're back onto the yellow floor.
And she says, hello. How may I help you? Oh, hey. Hello there, Quirky. Who are these people you're bringing here? And Quirky says that you guys were asking about her.
Adventurous heroes.
Adventurous heroes.
Yes.
Doesn't say that. Says you all were asking about her. And says, that you all said that you love to adventure and that you were asking about her. And Burden is like, I'm happy to chat with you, I suppose. Can you give me a moment? And she closes the door. Top of the morning to you. She closes the door and she puts on her robe and opens the door after a moment and says, "Now, how may I help you?"
All right. Thank you.
Southern.
It's fine. It's fine.
Irish Southern.
Quirky, thank you so much for your help. I think we need to have a private conversation with Burden.
I don't know how to eat a ham sandwich. I don't know how to eat a ham sandwich. Okay, so Burden of Chains. You're tell him to go away. Great. You're talking to Burden now.
Burden of Chains.
Yes. Hello.
We were told that you may have some insight into the recent tragedy that occurred here in the tower.
Maybe we should tell her about the boat first.
Yes. Please.
Yes, you see, we were coming from Moncafa just now on one of the boats, and a horrible monstrosity arose out of the water and attacked the pilgrims. Some of the pilgrims perished. We fended off this monstrosity, but it was awful. Anyways, we understand an attack like that has happened before, and some other things have happened. And when we were downstairs, they said you were the person to talk to about all of this.
Oh, well, that's interesting. That's a lot of questions, I'd say.
Well,
Talking about people dying, and you're telling me about it. First of all, who are you?
We're heroes.
Oh,
Yes, my name is Hans.
roll persuasion.
10.
What were you saying?
My name is Hans Chumley of House Tamerwin, and this is my companions Jasper, Una, Daphne, and Hazel. We are on a quest to rid the land of a great evil and restore peace.
Well, I suppose since you love to adventure, and so do I, we could talk a little bit. But you understand, these things are not supposed to leave the castle. I mean, the tower.
of course.
Sometimes I call it a castle. I don't know why. This has to stay here.
We promise utmost secrecy.
Now, what are you asking me? What are your questions?
Well, Jasper, do you want to take the lead?
And you see around her neck is a golden ankh.
I'm happy to question her, or if any of the party would prefer to.
Roll history has some.
History.
Yeah.
The Ankh.
13.
It means it's some kind of status thing. What were you asking or saying?
Well, should I lead the questioning? I'm happy to do it. Seems as though I should.
Sure. Yet we
Well,
can
you seem
interject as
confused
needed.
about your questions.
Yes.
No.
Well,
There
firstly, the matter of the murder that occurred here in the tower. Hardy Trail told us that you might know more about the victim and whether it's connected to the other strange and malevolent events that have occurred. What can you tell us about this awful tragedy?
But Hush Sparkle.
About Hush Sparkle.
Oh, of course, yes. Hush Sparkle.
Thank you.
She was a good person, yes. The murders are currently being investigated by Ancient Fish. And that'd probably be the one to talk to about this. Ancient Fish is on the 20th floor, on the white facet floor. It's just upstairs.
Thank God.
Close.
Let me see what I can remember about Sparkle or might help you. You know, I think Ancient Fish is the one to talk to about this, but I do remember that Sparkle was stabbed in the back 4 times, and her body was found in the door of her room, with the door open.
Oh.
Is there anybody that had a conflict with Hush Sparkle?
Not that I know of.
And is this the only violent crime that's occurred in the tower in your memory? Or have there been others?
It's the only one that I know about. Yeah.
Who was she replaced by?
Oh, she was replaced by another person. Well, she's not replaced yet. You see, we're the 100 Holy Ones for a year, and then at the end of the year, when the year is up, we select the next person who is going to be the 100 Holy Ones. So currently, I suppose there are 9,800 Holy Ones until the end of the year of our year, and then we'll select the next person. Now, each person selects the person who will replace them. So these two, we're going to have to get together to decide. Probably the first speaker, the second speaker, the third speaker will decide.
Is there any commonalities between the two that died?
Well, that's an interesting question. Let's see. So Flawless Shore is the one that died on the boat, and she was a Grey. She believed in helping foreign countries and involving herself in their affairs to make peace. And she preached constant peace and pacifism, which is not too strange for our people. She also believed in sending peace and love missions to all the foreign countries. And by the way, her room has been completely cleaned and replaced and emptied. So, yeah, there's nothing to find there. But, yeah, she preached peace and pacifism, and pacifism spread it around the world, you know. And someone who got sick of their gophers. And Hushed Sparkle, you know, she was, of course, a fellow member of the 100 Holy Ones, and she was very outspoken about doing nothing.
Was she a black?
Was there? Yeah.
Which is kind of the opposite of what the Black Facet is about. You know, the Black Facet's about doing nothing, and she was very outspoken about it, which is doing something. So there was a little bit of a dichotomy there, I suppose. But she was pretty convincing about doing nothing. You know, she preached the idea. She tried to convince the other 100 Holy Ones to do nothing. And you know, there's been sort of a push in the tower to maybe do things rather than do nothing. I don't know.
Who cleaned out her room?
Oh, Hushed Sparkle.
Yes.
No, her room is still there. Yeah, on the ninth
Flawless
floor.
Shore got cleaned.
We have heard whispers, perhaps, of those in the tower who are thinking that a more isolationist policy would be best. Do you know? I would think that the Grey faction or facet is not very excited about this. Do you know anything about this, or if Ms. Shore said anything about this?
Well, there are a few people who have been talking about maybe Parvus staying out of world affairs, you know, withdrawing back. Maybe even considering protecting ourselves a little bit. You know, we are the only country in the world with saltpeter. That's what you use to make gunpowder with, and that's a valuable thing. But anyway,
Who's been saying that?
well, Loose String makes some good points about that, and he's in the treasury on the first floor, of course. He's a gold, of course. You know, they love the commerce and everything, so he's in the treasury, and Kingfisher has been talking a lot about it. He's in the third speaker's office on the 21st floor, of course, because he's the third speaker. You understand, the 100 Holy Ones, we make decisions democratically in groups, but then we have our first, second, and third speakers, which summarize what they've heard in the groups, and then speak before we make the decision.
Which groups were these two in?
Which facets are they in?
Gold. Loose string is in gold, you said?
Yeah, loose
And
string was
Kingfisher.
gold.
Kingfisher we didn't.
Yeah, we're not sure about
Which
Kingfisher.
facet is Kingfisher in?
Well, that's a great question. Give me a moment to think about that.
Also, out of curiosity, was there a weapon found with Hush Sparkle, or just stab marks in her back?
You know, I don't know exactly. I think,
Ancient Fish would know.
yes, oh, you remembered the name. That's very good.
What was the circumstance of the murder at the Mage College?
Well,
Also
that's
a stabbing, right?
That's a good
And
question.
you kept the
Yeah,
murder
stabbing
weapon.
with a short sword.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, she has
Okay.
the murder weapon.
Yeah.
And I was by one person, one humanoid, according to the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
One
And there was
shadowy.
a blue bead
Yes.
Oh yeah, the blue bead.
The blue bead was just on the floor.
that was found underneath the thing, yeah.
Found where? In the
Like
in the
in one of
bedroom.
the rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't associated with anything.
Okay.
While I'm looking about Kingfisher, she says one more name as well. What was the first of the three names? I said?
Loose string.
Loose string.
Okay, and another person who likes to talk about this idea is Hidden Depths. And Hidden Depths is a blue on the first floor there in the room of public sacrifice. Ah, yes, I remember now. Kingfisher is the third speaker, and he's of the Grey.
This is interesting to me. If Parvus was to turn inwards, what would the explorers explore? Oh wait, no, that's beige. Never mind.
So the
Just kidding,
idea.
yep.
You're talking
But-
to Beige.
Yeah.
Right, no, but Kingfisher I meant, so yeah,
Right.
it's all good.
But there sure wouldn't be a lot of diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yes,
negotiation.
exactly. Yes, they would.
International
What would happen?
affairs.
Yes, with the diplomacy.
So if they. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm having trouble reconciling this Kingfisher who praises your god through diplomacy. If you shut your borders, there's no one to.
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to talk to Kingfisher, I suppose. You know, people have been talking. These are three that I know of. But overall, you know, we're all about peace and love and sending peace to foreign lands and all of that. Yeah,
What's your relationship with Hardy Trail like?
Hardy Trail.
Yeah.
Well, she's very fun and funny and smiles a lot, and you know, she's a fine human being who's a cat.
I'm just curious why she would suggest you to send us to talk to you in particular.
What did she say to you?
We had asked about who we could talk to about this recent attack on the boat when we were coming over, and then about the other events, including the murder. She didn't want to talk to us, maybe maybe in public, or maybe she felt like she couldn't. But she told us that we could come speak to you about these things.
Okay, well, that makes sense. You know, she's standing in the foyer there
Sure.
with all of the pilgrims around and everything, and you know, we're trying to keep this a secret and all. So that would make sense. Yeah, is there anything else you want to ask about?
Yeah, what's the... You're like wearing like a gold ankh? What is that?
This is a symbol of the 100 Holy Ones. So yeah, we all wear this.
Oh,
100 Holy
everybody
Ones.
wears one.
Of the 100 holy.
All of the 100 Holy Ones do.
Of the... You said there's 3 speakers?
Uh-huh.
How is their representation work? Do there's like the third speaker that you're talking about, do they like have like 4 colors underneath them that they're speaking
Oh no,
on behalf
there's
of?
100 of us. We get together and we break off into smaller groups and we talk about what we think and we sort of come to a conclusion as a smaller group. And then the speaker summarizes what each smaller group says in front of the whole body, and then we make our decisions.
Which speaker was the two that died group? What group was it, the two that died? Which group were they in?
They were not speakers.
But weren't they... No, but like, who was their speaker?
Oh, there's no particular assigned speaker.
You just break off in different groups all the
Just
time.
random?
Of course.
Oh.
Well, it's not random, but yes. Did you have anything else you wanted to ask me about? Just murders and dragons and such?
You seen a guy that looks like this
Yes.
guy?
Have you seen a human, fair of skin, dark of hair, a countenance not dissimilar to my own, answering by the name of Entrance Tamerwin? Have you seen him?
Or oblong.
Now, just remind me, what have people told you to go ask this person about Entrance?
No.
Or
No.
who did they
Happy
tell
Trail.
They
you?
keep telling us to go back and talk to Hardy
Hardy
Trail.
Trail.
Hardy Trails.
Nobody's told me.
Hardy
that.
Trail's the one
Hardy
that's
Trail's
seen.
still stuck
Nobody's
to this guy.
told, but that's just,
Okay.
why not?
She says,
Yes.
what did this person look like again?
Fair of skin, dark of hair, a countenance not unlike my own, scholarly, morose, goes by the name of Entrance.
Ah, well.
Yes.
Roll persuasion.
That's a good
pretty good.
roll.
Yeah, that's
What is my pursuit? Let's get out the old spectacles.
+5?
Yeah,
Plus five,
22.
She says, well, you know how I told you before that I wanted you to keep these matters between us?
Yes.
Well, I think this one is even more secret
Ah.
than the other. So I have to have all of your solemn vow
Yes, of course.
that you will not be spreading this around the tower.
Yes. No.
We so swear.
Okay. This person that you speak of,
Yes.
he's a studier.
Yes.
He
That's
likes
him.
to study.
Correct. The scholar. Yes.
Well, we've got storerooms
Hmm.
of books and artifacts and materials
Okay.
in the basement. And I believe he came here to study. I'm not sure. This is also something you'll want to talk to Ancient Fish about. Of course, you know, the white facet is all about information.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you this. Your friend has been in the storage room. One of the storage rooms. I don't know which one. You'll have to ask Ancient Fish. But your friend has been in one of the storage rooms underneath the tower for months.
Is he
months
safe?
and months. I don't know.
Is he hurt?
I don't know because you see, the area that he's in has been walled off.
Have you had weird creatures coming from that area?
I have not seen any.
Why was it walled off?
I don't know. I think you're going to have to talk to Ancient Fish about this to find out more. But I can tell you that that person went to the basement and hasn't come back.
Entrance.
And for some reason, a wall has been built over that door, over that area.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
this sounds like all the other fish.
This news pains me to hear, but I appreciate you telling it. You may have helped us to save his life.
So,
One
let's
last
stop
question.
there.
Can I ask one last question?
Sure.
Do you know Grey Mine?
Ah, yes.
Galathagosh?
Neither of these names mean anything.
Talk
What's
Murphy word
17 times
association.
23?
Mistress? The miss-
Yeah, what does Grey Mine mean to you?
Yeah.
She's like,
Look at this ink blot.
I don't know. She's like, I got no idea, bro. Now with 10 minutes left before 10 hits, we're going to do some checkouts. So we'll say something that we enjoyed about the session, something that we enjoyed that another player did, and something that we're looking forward to or interested in doing in this tower. And you will be up first, sir.
Thank you. This was a great session. I loved all the different characters we encountered and all the names and all the different stories and the way they reacted to us. It was so wonderful. And I especially liked, Laura, your role playing in a couple of instances. It was very touching, the connection you made with Violet Swift. That was just, I was just Violet Gift, yes. Taylor Swift, Violet Gift, and it was just, I was just taking that in. I thought that was really.
Did you
really
just
well
get
played.
my name wrong? I'm not talking to any of you.
No, that was, and that was great role playing too. It was chilling the way she described what
I almost made myself cry telling this story.
Yeah, clinging under
It was upsetting.
the ship and watching her friends in the misty waters beyond her drowning, and watching the people. I thought that was wonderful. And then the additional role playing that you guys did with the rather short fellow who was enchanted with
Well taught.
enchanted with Daphne.
Dusty
That
was
was great.
awesome.
Gee.
I'm looking forward to figuring out what the heck's going on with all this stuff and getting down to the storerooms and going on another dungeon adventure. But after the last combat-heavy sessions, it was nice to have like a session with a lot of role playing and a lot of different NPCs and a lot of wonderful banter among everybody too.
We had 10 different characters that you talked to with some of them had different accents.
My favorites was Dusty Talk.
Yeah, Dusty was great.
Bless.
So you something good another player did, and you did it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, this was a great session, and I liked that you led by saying that you were tired because of your mothers being around all day, and then you did 15 different voices, each one, and you elected not to make them all from the same region, which would have eased your burden, but instead to make each an individual character with individual accent, mannerisms, and manner of speech. It was quite an improvisatory marathon for you, so I appreciate it. And then it didn't die. It just kept going, and the last ones were the best. You were just getting warmed up. That was phenomenal. I have to second Daphne's salvaging of Hans emotionally destroying the old woman while she's talking about the air bubble she put around her head. Not around anyone else's, mind you. Her own. Her own. Her own. Just saying, folks. Her own.
Have you been in a plane? You save yourself first, then.
I mean, right. If she dies, she can't keep casting air bubble on somebody else. Yeah.
Right.
So yes, that was an amazing save, and I liked where that went. And I am looking forward to. I am relieved. You know, Hans's ambivalence is a reflection of his anxiety about how to approach his cousin.
Yeah.
And being asked to bring his cousin back into the Tamerlane fold when that is something that he may not want to do himself, you know?
Now he may be in actual danger.
And so it's a relief that it's now a straightforward what happened to him and he's in danger, instead of I'm going to run into him in the hallway. Yeah. Hans is scared of running into his cousin in this place and having to have the conversation and having to hear like, I don't want to go back, and then, you know, go back empty-handed. So Hans is relieved that the first step is simply to, you know, to save his cousin from physical danger, which is something that, you know, the group is capable of doing. So that's what I got.
I want to add that Jasper had to restrain David from, when we were in the talk therapy room, from casting dissonant whispers on the patient. Jasper successfully did.
And great banter all around. Great banter day.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Excellent banter to the whole team.
Yes.
Everybody gets an inspiration.
3 people are going to get inspirations. Have some, Michael.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I really and +1 on the idea of being tired, and then you did more this time around than ever before, including songs.
Yeah.
So you went for it, which was great. And yeah, I liked the Cobalt probably the most, and then Dusty afterwards. just because it was just so interesting, and that was really fun. I like that Lord Hans has been changing. That he's like he felt remorse for that woman, so he didn't want to get Dusty fired. So he was like pulling back, and then he's like, "Wait, I can get the potion for I'm gonna take that one." So it was there. It's just,
It's a process.
it's a process.
It's a struggle. You can see the struggle.
Yeah, and then I like Una was like, "But that jab was at me," about the air bubble, and then later Una's like, "Give me the healing, the healing or the medicine pack." Yeah, because we need it. That was awesome. Obviously, Daphne saving the day is always great. I feel like all of us are changing more and more. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my character towards a darker side in this area, but I am looking forward to seeing most of the floors, a lot of the floors. I'm interested in the floors just to see what they are, as well as the connections between the people that have been murdered, the underground, I'm guessing some kind of fissure, like all the other terrible places are happening. So all of those things are interesting to me. But I feel like we could spend months here because there's like so much. It's like ridiculous.
It's
They
the
do
tower
want
of
to keep it
contemplation.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Sweet.
Two specific things I want to mark for you, Jake, is one, not only did you have the energy for the characters, but having all of them pontificate is a lot to have to do, right? Like to riff on that and have like every single person talk themselves to death. So well done. And I think the tone of the tower I'm enjoying because it's just got a little bit of like a sinister undertone, which I find interesting and exciting. Yeah, lots of good stuff. I would say like the broad thing is sort of to Michael's point of seeing these characters become so fleshed out and nuanced. The remorse, Jasper trying to, hustle the kid, Hassan's anger, Una, going and threatening an innocent person or whatever to, she's got some anger, some fire. So it's cool. I'm excited to see where those arcs and journeys go.
Heck yeah. And what was the thing you said that you were looking forward to? Like, just exploring every single...
55 levels of hole in the wall. 56 levels since there's a basement of amazing...
basement too.
Yeah, we don't know how many levels in the basement.
Yeah, that's true. How many? Yeah, so like 99
It also
levels.
goes 50 levels down.
Yeah, exactly.
There are many levels.
There you go. So 99
expecting
levels
that.
of exploration to figure out what's going on.
Okay, Julie.
Yeah, well, first I really loved just the visual descriptions of just from the dock and the crystals and the stuff. Like, it was just such a cool world, and the blossoming flower of the building. And then was just so funny to me that here's this awe-inspiring thing of splendor, and most of us were like, fuck these people. Like, our reaction was like, no, this is bullshit. Which was a surprise, because I was like, I know, but I just had this realization, because one of my character trait things in the beginning was I hate unearned hierarchies and power through technology, and then it just added to and power through magic, which is like, fuck you guys. So, and I think with some fear of like anything that can grow a fucking giant crystal tower out of the ground makes me nervous, no matter how well intentioned it may be. And then I loved so much of the character work for everybody, including you, of course. My favorite was the Huckleberry Hound blue healers. will I say? And just the utter, with a highlight being the utter perversity of in this magical tower, be like, some people like old-fashioned healing.
That was
They're just
wonderful.
no.
Hold on there, son.
We're doing this the old way. It was so funny to me. And the intricacies of the different characters and it just feels like what the tower brought out, and people were so funny because there was that moment where you two were like reversed in Freaky Friday where you were being all devious and like what about this and Hans was like no let's
take it. No one can stop us.
He's like they can't defend themselves.
I kind of realized
What the hell is happening?
They could, but they won't.
But they won't, and that's their weakness. It's so messed up.
That was awesome.
And I just like everybody's finding like this thread of truth to their character and sticking to it. Where like with Hassan, when the girls start talking, he's like, bye. And just like, absolutely not. Or things under his breath. And of course, Daphne's. But like the paradoxical, like, shocking moments of going from like guardedness into secrecy to this just like vulnerability is really powerful stuff. And I am excited to it feels like, but one thing today is it feels like there's so many threads, like every conversation, it's like we forget what we're doing, where it's like we're looking for the guy, but there was this boat thing, and there's a murder, and there's things, so every time we're starting a conversation, it's hard to stay focused or decide which one you're trying to deal with. So it's a slow crawl up these spiral stairs, but I'm into it. I'm excited to see what's up. Okay, my last thing is I love the fact that after avoiding her for so much, every single person is like, you should talk to Hardy Trent. Because the one fucking thing we didn't ask her was about your
No, we did. And she lied.
Yeah, she lied.
She lied.
She
Okay,
said
I
she
couldn't
lied.
remember because I was like, I
Yeah.
knew, but I thought once we
Right?
got up
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
she had sent us to talk to the guy about something
About the
else.
murder.
But
she,
not saying-
She lied to us about it.
Yeah.
in front.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought, but then I got confused. But I just loved it. I was like, I almost was like, I'm gonna turn around and run back downstairs, like, bitch. And I couldn't, and it's in my perverse other game playing way is I couldn't resist like wanting somebody with thaumaturgy, like as soon as we walk in, to just be like, Andra! Like in the middle of this place, just be like,
David's other character.
I did that once.
Cool. Great game, everybody. I'm only getting tired again now. But it was just many hours in the hot sun, and the sun setting really helped with that. But I'm having a lot of fun running this tower. When I was writing this tower, I was like, what am I getting myself into? And it works, you know. I've got like a really intricate spider web that I'm both using and weaving, and hopefully I don't paint myself into a corner. But it's a lot of fun. I wanted to have some, there's 300 monks in this tower, and 100 of them, or 98 of them, are 100 holy ones, and that's a lot of people. And I just think if you're gonna go to a 55-floor tower in an island, you should be able to, do stuff. So I liked that you stopped at the healing floor and fucked around in every room on the healing floor.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, which is, not part of anything right then, but you walked by a thing that said healing floor and you went in there.
Yeah, why not? Check it out.
And I liked that you wanted to hear the Irish song about
So good.
how the Tower of Contemplation was created or whatever. And I enjoyed everybody's role playing. Lord Hans's decision to not take advantage of the nerd and make him lose his job, and Lord Hans feeling bad about his jibe, but also his making a joke in general during this woman's speech where she was like about to start crying, and then you made fun of her spell. And I really enjoyed Una's just vehemence, like just fucking spitting nails about this place and the hypocrisy of it all. And so it was good to see that character, and as an interesting conflict in Jasper, like carrying weapons around in the tower, and you handled that well, and did a lot of useful persuading, as always.
Is Jasper gonna join one of the groups?
I don't know. But when you were describing what Lord Hans did, I remember that on your character sheet under weakness or whatever you wrote, he's a dick.
Kind of a dick.
And Haslam's commitment to his character of just like what was it where you just said something, and then with the, it was very funny with the thinking, the creatures of thought. So you're so just think, and you're like, okay, not think. I'm done thinking. And I liked how all you guys responded to the people, and it makes it fun for me. I'm doing a lot of D&D lately, and one of them is teaching this 10-year-old girl, and we're doing the whole quest, and with the original stuff with the Queen's Assassins and all that, and then I'm playing Una and Jasper, and she went to House Mussover. These other people went to House Desran, so I'm gonna have to make up that. And then other people were just like, we're just going to the inn, So I love that there's. But anyway, I'm playing Jasper and Una, and everyone else too, and she's just talking every once in a while. So I'm like talking to myself constantly the whole time. So I love that I'm having a conversation with all of you, and that we're watching this thing grow together, and I love all of your contributions to it, and it makes it really fun and fulfilling for me. So looking forward to the next session, which might be on a weekday, and be free.
What about Sarah, who gets inspiration?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.